All right, we are getting ready to get started for tonight's stream from Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. Have some 1-3 action tonight. $300 is the minimum. We'll go around the table real quick. In seat 1, we have Guile. He's in for $420. Seat 2, we have Simon in for $515. Spider, fresh off of his Trailblazer win, in seat 3 for $500. Peter also in for $500. Fletcher, who is currently not in his seat, he's in for $300. T-Rich, who, like Spider, made the final table of the Trailblazer series down here, he's in for $300. El Chewy in for $300. Yadi 7, he's in for $425. And Booga in for $400. So Button is going to start in seat number 9. Welcome everybody as we get ready for tonight's stream. I do have access to the YouTube comments on my phone. These players started playing exactly 15 minutes ago as we are in a 15-minute stream. 1, 3 are the blinds. $1, $3 are the blinds. So El Gallo has played on the stream before. Both seats 8 and 9, I believe it is their first time on the stream. They actually work up in Austin down here for the holidays, jumping on the stream. So we got Peter with the fold. T-Rich also making the fold. And looks like Yadi 7 going to make the call with the suited ace. And he will get immediately raised up to $8. Pretty small raise. And I don't know if that's why Simon has put it on this 3-bet here. Probably has a good hand, but we'll see. No, yeah, he has pocket 10s. Takes it up to 48. First time on the stream for Booga, and he will let his hand go. El Gallo with the suited ace. Gonna be making the call. You can see Simon a pretty big favorite right now as an ace has been folded. As a matter of fact, the same hand, ace 6 being folded. So El Gallo looking for diamonds here. Small blind versus big blind. Oh, and he's gonna hit the ace right on the flop. And he will check it over to Simon, and Simon announces same bet, which is actually not a bet. So whatever he cut out, and that's going to be $48. So unlike Pot Limit Omaha, where you can say pot, and that is an actual bet, you cannot do that in Hold'em. You have to announce an amount. So Gallo making the call. Doesn't like his kicker, but hit top pair.
You got control. You got control.
Already over $200 in the pot. 9 coming on the turn. Oh, and Simon not slowing down. Not deterred by the ace. You can see that turn would have been pretty big there for seat 8 as he had ace 6 of clubs.
The last time you played, you didn't talk too much. No, because you're asking. I know.
So Gallo going to be making the call. And it's going to take the pot
Last time I don't have to check.
to over 500, I believe, once they bring in that call.
I need speed. Speed.
No, 400. And the spade, get in there. Gallo is actually asking for a spade, and he's going to check. He will show his ace rag. The ace rag is going to be good. Gallo taking the first pot of over $400 here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley.
You just show up and start talking in my pots right here, bro. Yeah, you didn't even see the whole hand. That took a lot of hot. You didn't see the action, bro.
So Spider just sitting down. Missed the first hand, but he's here for the second hand for his big blind. Baby Spider. Comes from a long line of spiders.
Hey, you want to side bet? Thunder versus.
Of course, his dad is King Spider.
Thunder versus Cavaliers is about to start. Huh?
Action's going to be on Peter.
But I like to do halves. And I forget what the line is. I honestly.
And there's Fletcher.
I'll do 100 and a half, but what is? I don't know what the line is.
Looks like he's wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
Pete, 100 and a half? No. That's what you want. I mean, I would have went less, whatever you want. You want to do 100, I'll do 100.
That's a true Cowboys fan right now. After the season they had and getting eliminated, he's still showing up with his Cowboy swag.
100 for the first half, and then we'll see what the adjusted line is.
T-Rich raising it up to 15 with the suited ace. El Chewy calling with the better ace. Yarid 7 with the suited connectors. Simon, who just lost the last hand, also making the call with the suited connectors. And we are going 4 ways to a flop. Simon will be first to act with his 6-4 of clubs. Oh, and T-Rich hitting the slot machine, 777. He's going to check, hoping somebody has a jack, or hoping somebody will bluff at it. And here comes the bluff. So some backdoor draws for Yarid 7. But he does not want to get a call here. And we could see T-Rich going to be calling him with the trips. T-Rich probably going to be checking the turn as well.
For the game, so
oh, there we go. Backdoor spades. Possible now. There's the check from T-Rich. And if you bet with 5 high on the flop, now you turn a flush draw. You're going to continue on. Does T-Rich put on the raise here, or does he continue to slow play his hand? $150 in the pot. Probably about a pot side raise if he's thinking about raising. And that's exactly what he does. Takes it up to 150. Yeah, I did asking for a count, how much T-Rich has left behind. And you can see it's not much. Not much. It's only 113. As T-Rich did buy him for the minimum 300. So Yarid 7 works up in Austin. Grew up down here in this area, Brownsville to be exact. And he's going to make the fold. He saw that T-Rich did not have many chips behind. I think maybe if the players were a little bit deeper, he would have been able to make the call there, because if he got really lucky, he's going to get paid. If he got really lucky in this situation, he still gets paid, but he only gets paid $113. And that wasn't the proper pot odds. He figured that out pretty quick. So Fletcher arriving and putting on the straddle.
And then you said, I'll take some of that.
Were you the one that told you he wanted action?
Well, I wanted action.
Oh, you wanted, he'll take your action?
Yeah, he was like, he was.
So action's going to be on T-Rich, just winning the last hand.
Y'all betting on this game or what?
He will squeeze his cards. Just beat the 5-3. Now he gets the 5-3. Booga with the pocket eights. He makes the fold. And the reason why he made the fold is he got a phone call. So once the camera pans back around, you can see he's not in his seat. So he wanted to play the hand, but he got a phone call, and you are not allowed phones inside the stream room. Maybe it worked out for the best, as you can see Gaio hitting a flush draw and Peter hitting a 6. Peter's going to lead out here with his middle pair. Gaio making the call. Looking for a spade or an ace. Oh, never mind with those 8s. The 8 coming on the turn, so Peter with with now third pair, gets downgraded to third pair. Going to check again, and we'll see if Guile is going to put out a bluff here. Looks like he's putting out a pot-sized bluff here, $111 in the pot, and he is betting 105. Don't think Peter's going to be able to call this. Maybe if those hearts were diamonds. And you can see seat 9 just got back in his seat, and he realizes he would have had a set of 8s. So nice semi-bluff there from Guile.
For the first half? It's 1.5. I'll give you +4. I'll give you 3.
He's going to win the hand, but he is still down as he did. No, actually, he has won 2 out of the first 3 hands. He won the first hand against Simon's 10s. Looks like no straddle this hand. Its action's going to be under the gun on T-Rich.
You gotta have that. No, I'm serious.
Oh, we do have a button straddle, so Spider. Yeah, that's Baby Spider putting on the button straddle. Peter calling with the Jack 9.
See, you found it. You found
Fletcher also making the call. El Chewy coming along. Simon getting out of the way. Baby Spider with the natural 9. 4, 5 of diamonds. You can see 2 other players actually have better diamonds. Everybody with suited cards. They love their suited cards down here in South Texas. Oh, huge flop for T-Rich. Open-ended straight flush draw. And he's probably just going to call. I believe there is a high hand in effect. But he wants his opportunity to hit that high hand. Oh, Jack of Spades? Jack of Spades would have been gross. Jack of Spades is in the deck. And there's the flush for T-Rich. Peter going to put out a little blocker bet, it looks like. Be interested to see if T-Rich raises here. He's definitely calling. Question is, does he raise? And the answer is yes. That should get Peter to fold pretty quick here. The ace beats him, the 10 beats him, and obviously the flush got there. He knows he's beat. Wasn't 100% sure if T-Rich would raise. And the reason why is normally on these stream games, normally like the first orbit, the players tend to play a little bit tighter than they normally would or a little bit looser than they normally would. So they're trying to establish their table image, and they will either play a little bit tighter or a little bit looser. But T-Rich has played on the stream before. As a matter of fact, he was on here last week. As I said, he did make the final table of the Trailblazer series. $5 under the gun straddle. Or is that 6? Yeah, it should be 6.
Now it's proposition 50 a hole. Now he doesn't want a handshake on it.
I thought I saw a straddle. Yeah, there is a straddle because there's $14 in the pot, so it's $10 UTG under the gun. Simon just limping with the suited king. Maybe Spider senses that as weakness. Really not playing his hand, playing the player. Oh, and he's going to run into it here. Sometimes that happens. Baby Spider asking for a count, but he's just trying to save face here, as he's not going to be calling $275 with 7 deuce. Oh, what? What? Okay. I just said players play looser or tighter the first orbit here, and he's really trying to establish a table image, and he rolls it over right away. He wants these players to know
He loves this.
he is here to gamble tonight.
Peter, don't do that for him.
Yeah, threw in my face right away. Called with the 7 deuce. And he hits a deuce.
Ah, still alive.
But El Chewy hits an ace. There goes the run out.
He
So,
does have a lot of-
El
He's
Chewy
good, though. He's pretty good. He's pretty good, but he's fucking got a horseshoe up there.
gonna be getting the
He called
easy
because he
double
had it
here.
like a hand like that. Ace king, ace queen.
So maybe perhaps El Chewy got Baby Spider a gift for Christmas, and Baby Spider forgot to give El Chewy a gift, so he just made up for it right there
They freeze up, so they don't.
as he calls El Chewy's all in with 7 deuce and will gift Chewy a double up here early on. We are live on the YouTube comments. I do realize we are streaming on multiple platforms. I only have access to YouTube comments.
And he's like, let's go.
Jack 8 offsuit limping. El Gallo raising with his suited cards, and Simon, between the two of them, they have a straight flush. El Chewy announcing raise, had ace queen last hand. This time he picks up ace king. Should be sizing it up pretty good. That actually might be a little on the small side just because of the number of calls. El Gallo made it 20, and you can see 4 callers called the 20. So that's $100. And he's going to be out of position, so kind of like the little bit of a bigger raise here, probably to about 150, and this is why. And once one player calls, this is what happens. It brings everybody else in.
I know how to read. I'm telling
No,
you.
Chewy does not like this at all. As I said, I thought he should have sized up to about 150. I know in a 1-3 game, a 3 bet to 150 is really huge in general, but not here at the Texas Card House. Raising it to 120, picking up 4 callers is El Chewy. And El Chewy really wants to hit an ace or a king.
We got over.
I think, man, you probably started this shit, right?
No, this guy over here.
All right.
So 5 ways to the flop we go.
Block me good.
I'll just take the high hat. Give me the high hat.
And it's going to be 2 pair for Simon. I think El Chewy's going to have to check here, no? Oh, he puts out a bet. He has a gut shot. Open ender for Gallo.
That guy's not going over there, so I'll throw him on 50 and let them come along.
So crazy pot here. Baby Spider hitting a pair. Fletcher hitting a pair. We got ourselves
Hey, and
a
then
$1,500 pot after this shakes out, I believe. I think El Chewy just has to call here once he bets on the flop. Once he bets on the flop, I think he just has to call. He's really sick about betting the flop now. I thought he should have checked, especially with all the players in the hand. I can see continuing heads up with ace king. Yeah, he's just going to have to call it off here.
You want? Anybody else?
So we have a 5-way all-in, hand number 6. Well, actually, there's going to be a side pot between El Chewy and Gallo.
Give me the winning hat.
So Baby Spider is looking for a 9. No, 9 doesn't do anything. Well, he needs 2 9s.
Give me the winning hand. Give me the winning hand.
So Baby Spider drawn. It says 0%, so I'm
You
guessing
can catch me outside.
that the other 9s have been folded. Because Baby Spider would have to go runner, runner, 9-9. El Chewy hitting his king, but that's going to make a straight for Gallo.
I check.
Gallo checking here is straight.
Give me a five of hearts.
Nobody with spades.
Your favorite one? Give me 5 of hearts. That works.
And there's the river. Gallo. It looks like they had a gentleman's agreement there just to kind of check it down. He's going to show the straight. And it's going to be a $1,320 pot.
Hey, Georgie, hold on, let me get shit.
Of course, for you drag race fans in the chat, a quarter mile
Oh.
is 1,320 feet. So some fast and furious action here tonight at the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley. And you can see the players immediately reloading, so this game is getting deep quickly. Looks like Simon coming in for another 5. Baby Spider also in for another 5. Let's see.
Gallo, sell him 300.
I already knew if I called
Gallo, can you sell him 300?
that everyone was gonna go.
Yeah, so the dealer will announce what the rebuys were. Sounds like I'm being results oriented, but I actually said when Chewy put on the 3-bet to the 120, I thought the sizing was a little bit small. If he makes it 150, is the result different? I don't know. And then once he let out on the flop with just the ace high, really difficult to do that against 4 other players. Because chances are one of them hit the flop. And it turns out El Chewy was the only player who did not hit the flop. Well, he flopped the gut shot. Gallo flopped open ender. Simon flopping top 2. Baby Spider flopping top pair. Fletcher flopping bottom pair. So Simon making the call with the pocket 3s. Spider folding his ace rag. And we will go 4 ways to a $12 pot. Gut shot straight draw for Booga. And open ender for Yai 7.
No, bro, I'm a losing player. Bro. I'm a losing fucking player.
So Fletcher making the comment that it seems like Gallo has never stacked chips before. There's the straight. So this is a random drawing. These 2 players actually showed up together, and they sat right next to each other. It is a random drawing for the seats. And it's going to go check on the river. The 7-8 will be the straight. So there are seat cards, and when the players get here, they pick from the seat cards. They do not get to pick their seat. They pick a seat card, and that's how they get assigned their seat. Looks like El Chewy putting on the straddle. So Simon back for 500, Spider back for 600, Fletcher back for 300, and El Chewy back for 300, rebuying for 300.
Alright. That money is in play for 100. Fichas. Barrels.
Want to double down or what? I give you Cleveland.
So there is a button straddle. Action does start to the left of the straddle.
No, I'll take Cleveland +3 the way we did earlier.
No, it's 23.
C3 has 300 behind. 400, sorry, 400 behind.
So Spider added on another 400. So 400 is on the way, so he could get up to the 1,000. They have already inputted it in the system. You can see it showing that he has 1,000 in his stack, but his chips are on the way. He's going to raise it up to 50, and everybody's going to fold. He will show the 6. And there is the add-on. The add-on was announced before the pot started, so those chips were in play, even though they were not in front of him at the time. So Gallo already up over 1,000. He's up actually 1,300. Less than 10 hands in. Gallo gonna be the big blind. So action's gonna be on Simon. He wears his sunglasses at night. So Baby Spider went in just under $10,000 for the Trailblazer. The event stopped here, and he is putting the money right back into the poker community. You love to see that. Sometimes if a certain player wins a big pot or wins a big jackpot, the money does not go back into the poker community, but it is in this case. Baby Spider with the suited queen. He's going to hit bottom pair, and he's going to continue. He knows it is hard to hit a pair. Fletcher not ready to give up on his ace just yet. To the turn we go. Fletcher picking up a straight draw, and it's going to go check, check. And trips for Baby Spider. $94 in the pot. How much is he going to bet? I believe 75 was announced. 75 was indeed announced. Fletcher with just ace high here. Not going to be able to call him. And
Oh my god, yes I can beat that fucking ass. Yes I can.
and Baby Spider showing the queen. Showing the queen, not showing the 4.
Shit like that.
And Baby Spider immediately put it on the $10 under the gun straddle. Under the gun does have priority here at Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. You can either straddle under the gun or you can straddle on the button, but under the gun has priority. Peter, he lives down in this area, but he is originally from Boston. El Chewy calling with the suited connectors. Yarid 7 also calling with suited connectors. And Simon raising with his suited connectors.
You know what I said?
I didn't hear you.
I was like, 2 degrees by accident.
Gallo, the only one without suited cards. And I was just about to say, I'm not sure. I don't think that's going to be a big enough raise to fold people out. Normally, you want to size up the raise if you're out of position. So we're going 4 ways to a flop. Hearts, spades, and clubs accounted for. And it's going to be top pair for El Chewy. And El Chewy going all in. Hidden top pair has about a pot size bet. Guy with just the ace high should be letting this go.
I'll give you 2.5 right now.
And looks like everybody else gonna let it go. So El Chewy back on the board. He got a quick double up, and the very next hand he lost the chips. So this is his second buy-in. He had to rebuy. But he is actually in the green. After winning that pot, he's up $150.
Did it go up? I hadn't seen it yesterday.
So the button has officially gone around once. And if the first orbit is any indication, should have a pretty fast game tonight in regards to the game being splashy. Peter with the suit of connectors. Oh, that's a big raise. It's a really big raise. First in, under the gun, no straddle. And Fletcher going to be re-raising him right away. It's actually a small raise from Fletcher. He does want Peter to call. He's giving him the proper price. And I think Peter's going to take the price. So heads up to a flop we go. 60-40, so Peter not in terrible shape as both his cards are live.
Don't be manifesting. Don't be looking at my chips and manifesting. I'm going to double this up for you.
There's only 3 sevens available. Gonna go check, check, no continuation bet from Fletcher. And he will put out the delayed. He was a little worried about the king, but once Peter checked it on the flop and checked it again on the turn, he's just going with his hand here. He will show the ace-queen. He thought he was bluffing, but he had the best hand.
You're bluffing with the best hand, bro?
So got a comment on the YouTube. Been watching all the vlogs. Big fan of the stream. We appreciate it. Make sure you do hit that like button. So the dealer just relaying the action to the production crew. That's what the delay is here. That way the system awards the pot to the proper player. That way the chip counts you see at the bottom of the screen are as close to being accurate as possible. So even though the hand was over, the reason why the cards did not get picked up right away is the dealer had to relay the action to the production crew so they could input everything into the system. Fletcher just went in the last hand with an ace, has another ace, this time going to be limping. T-Rich doing the same with his ducks. El Chewy with the 8-6. Came to gamble tonight. Booga with the 4s. Makes the call. Simon with the 7-deuce. What does Peter have? Peter has an ace and he's going to be checking. So 7 ways we go. $21 in the pot. And it's going to come king high. Nobody with a king. Nobody with a jack. Nobody with a 5. So the pocket 4s still out in front.
Oh, you don't have a hand?
Board pairing. So that's going to give some hope to the players that have an ace in their hand. And seat 9 betting $9. And let's see if that gets the job done. Yeah, so you can see it's showing that Fletcher checked, but he actually folded. So there we go. All of the actions were correct. And maybe he thought he was bluffing, but the pocket boards were the best hand there. Yeah, somebody else commented in the YouTube chat.
What's going on over there?
Logan mentioned in it there is a lot of action early on, and that is a correct statement.
You're like, prepare the board.
Action starts in the small blind.
Generally, we have an idea on how the stream will play out based upon the players sitting at the table, but you really never know how the cards are going to get distributed, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine, where if you tune into a stream and they're like, oh, we got an action-packed stream for you guys tonight, it's all like, well, you don't know that 100%.
Put those 20 in, the ones on top.
But this stream tonight definitely started off action-packed, as the flop's going to come ace high, nobody with an ace. Everybody checks around. It's a baby spider. And Gaio going to be looking him up with bottom pair. That's a great card for baby spider to continue his story. Gaio does not like that card. Oh, actually, Gaio with the 6 as well. So Gaio actually likes that card. He has a pair and the same straight draw now. So this move should work, or would have worked, if El Gallo didn't have a 6 in his hand. Yeah, he is open-ended. He has the best hand, actually. So Baby Spider does not like this. Like I said, the bet on the turn normally works. Gallo just happened to have the one hand. Oh! Baby Spider hitting one of his 3 outs. Gallo with the quick check. Let's see if Baby Spider goes for some thin value here. There is an ace on the board, and Gallo has called a flop bet and a turn bet. But that is not going to stop Baby Spider, as he puts out essentially a pot-sized bet, $200 into $243. Does not believe that Gallo has the ace, or more importantly, has diamonds. So he's really putting the pressure on Gallo here. I think Gallo's just putting on a little show here. Pretty much everything out there, he just has bottom pair. He's gonna let it go, but he's gonna put on a little show before he does.
But I think his shit still appeared on the board. And beat me.
You want to see one? Yeah.
As I said, I think Gallo's just
Yeah, I did.
saving some face here. He has bottom pair, everything got there. Straight got there, flush got there.
It might be 6 dudes.
A better pair than a 4.
It might be.
Really cannot beat much.
Telling you.
Six deuce of diamonds.
And as I said, he finally made the fold.
I didn't have a 6, I might have thought about probably had a 4.
Be interested if Baby Spider would have bet that same size on the river if he would have missed.
So I can't tell you what I was doing.
El Chewy put it on the straddle right away.
calling with a 4. But he was-
Gallo announces to the table he was thinking about calling with a 4, but I really don't think he was.
Or A6.
10 to play, 10 to play.
So 10 to go. I don't think the cards got scammed properly. There you go. I know it's seat 8 and seat 9's first time playing on the stream. So got to make sure that the cards read, as these are special cards that have RFID chips in them. And the reader is right in front of the players, the circle within the circle. So the dealer will try to pitch the cards as close to the circle as possible, and does ask the players to make sure they do scan their cards. As we are going 3 ways to a flop. This was a $10 straddle pot.
You know what? I'm gonna take it home and eat it too later on.
So Simon flopping a pair here. Everybody checks to him. He thinks that it's good, and he is correct.
I didn't enjoy it.
Don't forget about the Hijack app. If you are here in Texas, then you can play poker on your phone on the Hijack app. Play poker online and earn real cash. A $10 straddle was announced. And I believe the straddle was coming from Fletcher. It's folded around to Baby Spider. And he's going to be raising the straddle with his suited king. Peter here, with his suited hearts, makes the call. Goes an under the gun straddle, which explains the small sizing for Baby Spider. If this was a button straddle, he would have sized it up. Since it was an under the gun straddle. El Chewy just making the call with the ace queen. A little surprise in there. He's going to hit top pair, but Peter's going to hit bottom 2 pair. Baby Spider, your pre-flop raiser, will continue on here as he does hit middle pair. How fast does Peter play his hand? And I think he's going to be going all in, but he does not. He just makes the call. You can see there's already over $200 in the pot, and Peter has $200 in his stack. So had a really good stack to pot ratio there to go all in. But Chewy is going to be going all in, which should get Baby Spider out of the way. Is Yeti 7 thinking about it? Has a gut shot. Guess he really felt the 5 was coming. And when you call a pre-flop raise with 7-3 and you hit 2 pair, and you have to go with it, Peter knows that, puts the rest of his chips in, he's going to have to dodge a queen or the board going runner, pair, pair, like a 5-5.
Probably have like ace queen.
He's got ace 10 over here. You have ace 3.
Sorry, 265. He has like ace queen on there.
3.
Ace queen.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, ace.
Oh my.
You had a 7?
A heart on the turn for fun. Oh, so that's gonna.
Don't put a 4.
So Yarish 7 didn't want to fold his 2-4. He thought the 5 was coming, and I guess he was correct, as the 5 showed up right on the turn. But he did fold. It was a proper fold at the proper time. And Peter gonna be getting the win. El Chewy still has chips left. I don't know if he's going to be added on, but he still has about $150 of chips left. So Peter from Boston lives down here in South Texas now. I'm sure he is enjoying this weather that we have right now. As I want to say it's in the 50s. It's actually in the 40s right now. 45 degrees in South Texas. May not sound cold if you're from Boston, but that is cold for us. You can see everybody with their jackets on.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna just take this home and eat at home. He's already thinking about being at home, eating this pozole.
And you know what? When I cash out, I'm gonna tell him to cash me out a dollar bill. I'm gonna lay them all out.
Take a picture.
Guy with the suited queen,
Is that a straddle or a raise?
confirming if it is a raise or a straddle. The dealer Jeremiah letting him know that it was a raise. And he's going to be putting on the 3-bet here. Oh, Fletcher going all in with the 7s.
I have to have a really, really good time to do that. I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it right now.
Yeah, these guys are definitely here to gamble tonight. It is a new year.
Play hands up, bro.
Maybe their New Year's resolution was to gamble a little more. No gamble, no future. Fletcher all in with the 7s. El Chewy. Oh, I like the hand. Jack 10 suited. He's all in. So you can see Baby Spider actually called the $35 3-bet with the 8-5 of diamonds. And now Fletcher and El Chewy are all in. He had 7 deuce earlier that I thought he was going to fold. I think he's going to fold here, but we'll see once the action gets back to him. Yeah, it's going to be too much for El Gallo to call. What does Baby Spider do? He slows in the action. Oh, he's going for it. I like it.
You know what? Just because he's just crazy.
So Fletcher has a lot of cards to avoid. Jack, 10, 8, hearts, and diamonds.
I guess my hand's alright. Ocho Cinco.
So Baby Spider is now 4th place in the Trailblazer Series points,
8-5.
as he got 2nd place at the stop here. Actually made a deal when they got heads up, but they didn't play. They played it out. They made a deal for the money, but they played it out.
Watch, I'm gonna hit the high hand right now with my phone.
So over $600 in the pot.
No, you know, it's not. Never mind.
Oh, no jack, no 10.
Oh, there's a huge flop for both players. Chewy turning the jack, and El Chewy going to be taking the win. There is a side pot. There's a side pot. Spider will win the side pot.
Who's in the side pot?
So I said that Fletcher had a lot to avoid, and basically everything that he had to avoid showed up on the flop. Needed to avoid hearts. El Chewy had hearts. 2 hearts showed up on the board. Needed to avoid an 8. Baby Spider had an 8. So Fletcher going to have to rebuy. So I think if Fletcher was wearing a different shirt, he might have better luck. I'm not superstitious. It looks like he just pulled out his shirt as well, so maybe somebody else at the table making the same observation that I did. So Fletcher coming back in for 400. El Chewy getting the triple up, and he is up again. So a pretty big roller coaster here for El Chewy, as he's been all in 3 times already. All in and called. So no straddle this hand. No. Yeah, El Chewy announcing straddle. El Chewy joining us tonight from Mission, Texas.
That's with the Ace King, the one with the 10 jack suit. There you go.
Birthplace
It evens
of
out, it evens
Tom
out.
Landry, former Dallas Cowboy coach.
Those are both good hands, though. Shit, they're pretty close.
Gallo calling the $10 with his queen 10. Simon not at his seat. He will get folded. Baby Spider will be raising it up. And yes, I know it just says Spider. But as I said at the beginning of the stream, he comes from a long line of spiders. And he is the baby. We're going 3 ways to a $139 pot. And it's going to be all hearts. Gallo flopping a pair, a straight draw, and a flush draw. And it's El Chewy. Hoping nobody has a heart here. Gallo worried about a bigger heart, worried about Baby Spider behind him. But he's going to make the call here, and we'll see what El Chewy does on the turn. Because Gallo's checking on the turn. There's the check. El Chewy knows that he's not going to be able to win this hand. He's pretty much just given up. So trips on the river for Gallo. And he's going to be betting 120. Quick throw from El Chewy. He knew once he got called on the flop,
I can show you, but I can't show this guy. Can I just show him?
the jig was up.
And this guy is.
Remember, our high hand isn't played.
So yes, high hand is in play.
Go to the camera.
Just confirmed by the dealer. Yarik 7 put it on the $6 button straddle. So the rules for straddling are different everywhere you play. I actually just got back from the Tampa area. Went up to Tampa for the weekend. Of course, place to play in the Tampa Bay area. Going to be the Hard Rock. They have a $5 straddle in their 1-2 game, and anybody can do the straddle from any position. The button has priority. Oh, Simon with the jacks. Just calling here. That's a little dangerous. Four ways to a flop we go. And that is a really good flop for jacks. $24 in the pot. I think he's going to size it up here. No, small bet, $15. Very reasonable bet. And he's going to pick up one call here. Gallo might even look him up with some backdoor clubs. No, he does not.
Heads up, going to the turn.
So backdoor clubs showing up, but as I said, Gallo folded, and it's going check, check. Simon playing this hand very cautious. That's going to be a good run out for him. But he's going to check again. Yeah, so only a $54 pot with the jacks.
There is a high hand in play right now. The aces full of jacks or better. Doesn't have to be a pot minimum. It's on the screen. I don't want to know. So dealer.
I'll see it on the stream. I'll see it on the stream.
Yeah. So like, you use quads, but with the kicker, your kicker has to take.
And you can't have a straight flush with one leg.
No.
Yeah, so they are just reminding the players about the high hand.
He was up out of his seat.
Oh, so you made it the high hand?
Yes.
Yeah, it's paying 1,050 right now. It goes up $50 every hour.
So the high hand worth $1,000 right now, and we are exactly an hour into the stream, and we're going to be changing out dealers. I do not know who the second dealer is tonight. Normally it's Ashley. But I don't see French tips. Or are there French tips there?
I'll search your spots, bro.
You should play my hand. I should have gotten it. Acting like it was mine. Standing over here. For real.
Under the gun straddle coming from Baby Spider. That's going to put the action on Peter. Yes, indeed it is Ash Cash. Peter just limping with the Jack 10 of diamonds. Another limp coming in late position. And a limp coming on the button. I think Baby Spider's going to put on a pretty wide squeeze range here, but he doesn't have a hand good enough to do so with the 7 high. King high flop coming 2 spades. Both Guile and Booga hitting the king. Booga actually hitting 2 pair, top and bottom. Does he raise here? Just calls. That's going to get Guile's attention. Guile making the call. And Peter, open-ender. He's getting a really good price. He'll also make the call. So 4 ways to the turn we go. And there's the straight for Peter. He checks it right away. And now the 2 pair are going to be bet in here. Announced 45. That was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Guile not a believer here. He's actually drawn dead. What does Peter do? Peter's cutting out some chips for a raise here.
225.
He's going to make it 225. You can see Booga is kind of mad that he didn't raise the flop with his 2 pair. Has 2 pair, but a lot of other 2 pair beat him. Ace 4, ace queen. $456 in the pot. And he has another $339 behind. He also has a player behind to worry about. See if he figures it out. He is going to make the fold. And Guile should be making the fold as well, but this is about the 3rd time he takes his time with the fold. He does like the stream time, but he will finally let it go. So Peter, he's your cousin from Boston. That's gonna take him up to over $400 profit for the session. So Trailblazer Series coming up at the end of the month with the 4th stop. First stop was in Austin, 2nd stop was in Spring, 3rd stop just took place here in the Rio Grande Valley, and now the 4th stop is going to be in North Texas. 20 events, 2 locations. Title event, $1 million guaranteed. Oh, Peter picking up the aces after he won that last hand. Fletcher makes the quick call with the King Jack of Hearts. Oh, Simon coming along. And Spider. Spider's come to gamble tonight. Queen high flop coming. Should not get anybody in trouble. Doesn't mean that it's not. Yeah, Peter's sizing it up here, up to 150. And he will take down another pot, 2 in a row. Let us know in the YouTube chat where you are watching from tonight.
Let's go, baby. Let's finish the court. Freaking half out. Ah!
So Fletcher down the most thus far, but we still have 3 hours to go. This is a 4-hour stream. We do stream every Wednesday night on this channel, which is the secondary channel, Texas Card House, 3 different words. We stream on Wednesday nights, 1-3 game, and then on Friday nights, we stream on the main channel. You're probably subscribed to the main channel, which is TCH Live Poker. You're probably not subscribed to this channel. So make sure you take care of that, as there are 2 different YouTube channels for the Texas Card House. As I said, we do have a lot of subscribers to the main channel, TCH Live Poker. Not so much so on this secondary channel, but all of the locations do stream on this channel as well. So if you play at another location, make sure you do subscribe to this channel as well.
A lot of implications right there.
Baby Spider flopping top pair. He will make the call. Fletcher has the ace. Isn't ready to fold just yet.
High hand, high hand. All right, I'll shut up.
Looks like it's going to go check, check to the river. Hold on, the river has not. There it is. The river's out, but it wasn't registering on the software. $100 bet from Baby Spider. Fletcher with the ace high. He's curious. Curiosity killed the cat. He will let it go.
He didn't have shit, bro. He was repping that 7. Huh? He was repping that 7, but he didn't have it.
Could have had a queen. 15 minutes, I'll go check.
I do not have access to the Facebook comments. If you are watching from Facebook, I do have access to the YouTube comments. So let us know where you are watching, where you're watching from. City, state, country.
Let's go. Let's get everything. I'll be at 3.
No straddle this hand. Action's going to be on T-Rich. No, wait. Maybe Spider did announce 10. His hand was covering it.
Yes, that's a big one. Here, Pete.
See both seat 8 and 9 not in their seats. They still get dealt in, though. It's kind of like a tournament. You get dealt in even if you're not in your seat. You will also get blinded out if you're not in your seat.
Once they hit this, I pretty much got it.
So heads up we go.
He went for the Super Bowl. They're going to give him more possession, bro. Spider gave me 2.5.
I believe we are 3 ways because Baby Spider put out 10 on the button. Let's see if he's still involved. Yeah. He's still in the pot. We do not know what his cards are. He has the mystery cards. He does make the call.
No.
So there is actually 3 players that took the flop. Now 2 players are left. We do know what El Chewy has. El Chewy has 6 high. And Baby Spider going to be betting 40. He did flop top pair. Oh, here we go. Tuning in from Alaska. Nice. I've actually been to Alaska. Of course, the capital of Alaska being Anchorage. And then just north of Anchorage, you have Fairbanks. I'm sorry. Capital of Alaska is Juneau. The biggest city is Anchorage. And then after Anchorage, just north of Anchorage, you got Fairbanks. I've been to Juneau. Actually took a tour of the state capitol. So no straddle this hand, just your normal 1-3. El Chewy gonna be limping. Looks like seat 8 and 9 still on in their seats. Like I said, they are joining us tonight from Austin. They do have family down here in this area that they're visiting for the new year. Decided to get on the YouTube stream.
What was it? I forgot that I had.
Baby Spider came to play tonight.
No, you had 2.5. No, you had
Fletcher calling him. Fletcher calling the 3-bet here with Queen 10.
it went up by 3, right?
And he flops a flush draw. He has the best
I'll give you the option.
draw.
Minus 2.5.
I don't know what it is.
Plus 2.5. Oh yeah, it was 2.5.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
That's what it was for the game though, 2.5. So I'll take that if you want.
Fletcher going to be checking the turn.
That's a good spike.
Baby Spider turning up the heat. Don't think Fletcher's going to be able to call here with just the 10 of diamonds, and he agrees. So you can see the cumulative winnings thus far at the very bottom. 3 players in the green. El Gallo up over 1,000, Peter up over 500, T-Rich over up 200. Everybody else in the red. El Chewy barely in the red by $5. Fletcher being the reddest, he's down about 800.
Got away with it.
He's in for 1,000.
And then Samantha made some mistakes too. I can't believe she.
So both seats 8 and 9 still not back at their seats. They will get blinded out. This is unique to the stream. I'm not sure if they remember, but they do go over the rules with the players before we start. But it is their first time playing on their stream, so they're going to get blinded out, kind of like a tournament. And the reason for the with the software set up.
Like it was a bad optimal play. Like long term, it was like, but it folded around. You don't get very. A lot of times when you're playing with some really, really good people, you don't get a.
Big flop for Gallo, a pair and a flush draw. But it is El Chewy leading out with his pocket sixes.
Yeah, it was against this guy.
But it was like they folded
He
around.
folded, yeah, folded, and then he was the last one. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Like, how the fuck is he gonna fold that shit?
And it should've
So El Chewy betting exactly half the pot, $60 in the pot, bets $30.
I'm not mistaken.
Does El Gallo raise?
I remember he had a big hand.
No, he's just gonna call, try to bring some other players in. Nobody has anything to call with. You can see El Chewy has one out left. The six of spades no good. The six of clubs left in the deck. Chewy gonna be slowing down. Gallo, which essentially translates to rooster in English, should be putting out of bed here. And he will bet 55. So just under a half pot size bet. And El Chewy will let it go. Both El Chewy and T-Rich sitting right next to each other, and both of them representing the University of Texas. Hook 'em. And looks like seat 8 is back as his big blind is out.
But I'll see what it actually is. You want to give you some. After I saw you a week and a half ago, and I was all in, you were like, I hope you lose because I don't like you. And you want me to. You gotta remember, most my recall's pretty good, bro. And I never forget shit like that. And that same guy last year ended up taking chips and doing something with him.
So action on Gallo, seat 1. He's raising with the aces, a messy raise. Simon with the suited connectors makes the call. And Baby Spider put it on the 3-bet with the suited king. 4-bet incoming. No! Gallo just calling with the aces. Being real sneaky with this hand. And now he's checking dark. Wow, what a flop. Baby Spider's pretty much drawn dead. Has to go runner, king, runner, 3-3. What a crazy flop here. Top set versus bottom 2. It's showing 0% for Baby Spider, but he can go runner. He has 0 immediate outs. He needs a king or a 3. Okay, now he is officially drawn dead. And Gallo checks again. Let's see if his spidey senses go off. Nope, his spidey senses looks like they failed him this time. So now do we finally see Gallo turn up the heat? Disguised his hand very well as he raised it in early position. Got called, got 3-bet, just called 3-bet, and went 3 ways to a flop top set. Checked in the dark. Crazy hand. As I do not see how stacks do not get all in here. Gallo continuing with his trapping. Just makes the call. And he's checking dark again. Does Baby Spider finally figure it out? Hearts did miss. That is an 8 of diamonds. Hearts did miss. Yeah, he's going all in. There's the snap call. And he's going to be stunned to see the aces. What a crazy hand. Guile winning a $2,700 pot. And that's going to take him up to over $3,000 for the session. He was in for $420. $420. Bought him for $420. And now he has over $3,000 in front of him. So it looks like one of the comments in YouTube going to be in Vegas this weekend, so good luck to you, sir. Looking to play some poker, I would probably recommend the Win Poker Room inside the Encore or the Aria. Those would be my top two choices. It kind of goes in cycles on which the quote-unquote best poker room is in Vegas, but I feel right now you can't go wrong with either the Win Poker Room located inside the Encore or Aria. Very similar flop to the last hand. Have an ace, have a king. And a deuce instead of a 3. Is Baby Spider done? He might be done. I don't know. El Chewy turning 2 pair. And he will bet the 2 pair. Now Baby Spider's back. I couldn't say for sure if it's true or not, but I do know he 100% feels like he is the best player at the table and he can outplay everybody else. Oh, Simon picking the wrong time to make a move, as he did not think El Chewy was that strong. But he's going to see the bad news. So this is actually our first Wednesday stream of the year. As last Wednesday, I believe, was the first. Yeah, last Wednesday was the first, so we did not have a stream last Wednesday. We did have a stream on Friday. This is our first Wednesday stream of the year. Had a stream on Friday, but that was actually a round of each. That was a round of each. So this is our first true Hold'em stream of the year. And if this is how the year's gonna go, we are gonna be seeing some crazy streams. And Baby Spider dropping the black chips on the table. So black chips worth $100. It's pretty much universal. Red chips, $5. Green chips, $25. And black chips, $100. As I said, pretty much universal, especially in Vegas. Vegas and Texas.
The adjusted line is
Florida has $2 chips. I just got back from Florida, and every time I go, it just really bothers me. And the reason why is because a lot of times the color of the $2 chips will look very similar to colors of some other chips that are in play.
I'll give you 4.5 only because I want that 5, but I can't give you 5 because I'm thinking I'm like, I think it's too much. Okay, it's 4 is best you get.
So action on Gallo. As Baby Spider changing out some of the black chips.
I thought you gave me 4.
Coloring down.
So you beat him in the
T-Rich with the ace. Does he raise?
Remember before that? Remember?
Just
yeah,
limps.
no, yeah. You can have a, I'll give you a
Cooler
half.
him, and then you try
You
to
got
rob
4.5.
him.
Good try, good try.
Yeah, so Minnesota also with $2 chips, according to the chat.
35.
Never played poker in Minnesota. I know they got Running Aces and Canterbury, I believe, are there 2 places. I think that guy that's pretty famous on YouTube, he has a gambling channel, Casino King, I think he's called, where he's always making crazy bets. I think last year he bet $100 a day. I think he's from that area. So Gallo had the best hand all the way, and now he has 2 pair. Yeah, so it's a $2, $100 spread limit. Not a lot of people know what that is, but I will explain after this hand. I have played spread limit before as well.
How do we finish the other one? You and me? Yes. I'll let you do it for
So Boga here thinking about calling with his top pair.
I'll let you do it.
Made the good fold earlier when he had 2 pair.
You have 4 and you have
See if he's able to make another good fold.
4.5 for the game.
I believe it's his first time playing on the stream, and sometimes you just want to see it. Sometimes you know you're beat, but you just want to see it. He was gone for a little bit, so I don't know if he did some studying. And by studying, I mean replaying the YouTube stream. It is on a 15-minute delay, so this action did take place 15 minutes ago. It's essentially live. Yeah, so you have your limit hold'em. Your limit hold'em. So take, for example, if you ever see a game that is limit, not no limit. Of course, we just play no limit here in Texas, or here at the Texas Card House. But a limit game is exactly as it sounds. So if you see something that says, let's say, I know 3-6 limit is a popular game at the very low stakes. So the most you can bet pre-flop and on the flop is $3. The most you can raise on the flop, pre-flop or on the flop is $3. Whatever the limit is, this example is 3-6. So that is the most pre-flop, $3, and on the flop, and then on the turn and on the river, it's $6. So that's limit. Then you have no limit, which is pretty much the opposite. You can bet whatever you want, and then in between the two, you have spread limit.
I like it, but I hate one at night because I can't see more.
So T-Rich taking on the pot. So spread limit is basically what it sounds. So if it's a $2, $100, that means anytime you bet, pre-flop, on the flop, on the turn, whenever, you can only bet between $2 and $100. So the least you can bet is $2. The most you can bet is $100. I know they used to have a popular limit game in Colorado due to the betting limits, and that's a lot of times why the spread limit is in place there, where the state will have a law where the most you can wager in a hand, and I'm assuming Minnesota it's $100. So that's why the spread is set up like that. Because the way the law is written is the most you can wager is going to be $100. So I would imagine the biggest bet you can make at the blackjack table is going to be $100. I would imagine that's how it's set up at that state. Of course, all the states have different rules and regulations. But they used to have a similar rule in Colorado, which is why they had a very popular limit game. I believe it was a 2550 limit game that was really juicy, really popular. The last king showing up. 3 players have a king. And the ace king is out in front right now. Spider hit in second pair, so everybody making a pair on the board. Gaio with the worst king. He will make the fold. Oh, Simon also making the fold. And Spider looking for a queen or an 8. And he's not going to get it. So the ace king with the double up. Yarid 7. Works in Austin. I also work in Austin. So it is a 4-hour and 20-minute drive from the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley, which is located in Edinburg, Texas, to TCH Social in Austin. Made the drive a lot of times. There's also direct flights available on Delta Airlines and Southwest Airlines direct flights. We are one of 6 Texas Card House locations across the state of Texas. One of 4 streaming locations. Fletcher with the 10-5. You will get rid of it.
I think Spider had like 10 or 8. That's my guess. Maybe 8, 7.
Gal raising it up to 30 with Kojak. It's up to 12 likes on the YouTube channel. We do appreciate that. As I said, it really does help out this secondary channel. Ace high flop coming, nobody with an ace. Gaio with the bet and lead puts out the continuation bet. And he will show the king high. It was the best hand.
They check dark to me, and I feel like I got to read on their hand. I might do that.
So Gaio up $2,700. Everybody else up a couple $100 or down a couple of $100, with the exception of maybe Spider.
I had you crushed.
Baby Spider actually becoming a first-time father last year.
But at least they didn't allow me to check the flop and then do this and whatever, and then you can bluff me. What do you
He
got?
does put on the $10 straddle. Peter making the call. El Chewy coming along.
Oh, I even forgot. I was talking so much I forgot to take my dealer. Give me one.
Gallo makes the call with the suited connectors. Simon getting out of the way. And Baby Spider putting on the squeeze play with the natural 9, 4, 5 of clubs. And he is going to be picking up calls from everybody.
A little bit of irony in this hand right here. Letting everybody know. A little bit of irony in this hand right here. If it works out, I'm going to share it.
So $243 pot,
Back to 97.
and it's going to come diamonds. Nobody has diamonds.
Hey, all right. I know that. That was 80%.
Gut shot straight draw for both Gallo and Spider. El Chewy with the best hand, the ace high. Baby Spider keeping his foot on the gas.
I only called because no, because
And
Pete
is
was
he
a
going to
five
show
with the
the
razor.
4-5?
He's a razor.
He does not.
And I wanted to like flop something and win the pot with the 7-3 versus you. Remember when it was 8-7-3 and you hit that motherfucker? That's the only reason.
So Trailblazer Series coming up at the end of the month in North Texas. Both locations, Texas Card House Dallas, CCH Show Las Colimas. There's also going to be some high roller events for both PLO and Hold'em.
What do you say?
El Chewy putting on the straddle.
Totally different fucking suit. That was not one clip on the fucking club.
And now Gallo taking the small suited connectors and raising it up. And just like Baby Spider beforehand, everybody calling. This has really turned out to be a very splashy game.
Bunch of chasers. Very anxious. Eventually, it becomes hard to beat the chasers. One hand versus like 3 or 4 or 5 chasers.
One real hand. And then
Yeah, you still
there's like three
So
chasers
4 ways
that-
to the flop we go.
You're gonna get
One of them turns in.
You know, eventually it's just like
The other one rivers it and turns it.
King high flop, nobody with a king. Nobody with an 8. Peter with the 3. Can't feel great about bottom pair here, but he is going to bet it.
So Kenny, some good luck, brother. Some good luck, brother. Getting whooped over here. Getting caught in the middle of all this action.
Simon with the ace high. He's going to let it go, and Spider does the same. Peter feels like he got away with one, but he did have the best hand. It is hard to make a pair.
Did you say 7-3?
Nice hand for Peter. Has over 1,000 in his stack now. I do know there's actually direct flights from here to Minnesota. That's actually on the list of places to check out.
Modernly type of poker player.
Sun Country offering flights from Minneapolis down to Harlingen, Texas. Valley International
I just
Airport.
never paid. I never paid attention to him, but he's got some sense. He's got a lot of sense. He wasn't gonna check when he gets all the way to the fucking button right there. A weak player would have checked that shit right there.
Oh, you got lucky with aces against Spiders King 3.
I'm gonna have no comment.
So Yari 7.
There's no comment, 'cause then
Somebody in the YouTube comments shouted him out.
I have no comment.
Shout out from Austin.
Even you said it's cooler.
But it's how you extract max value. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, he's already look. He got pissed.
So Spider raising it with the 7s. Picking up the call from the 10s. El Chewy just calling with the 10s. A little surprised. He played the ace-queen really fast early on. Got the fast double up early on. And it's kind of been not as aggressive since that time. T-Rich with the suited ace. Also making the call. And it is Yarid 7 who has an 8. That's the best hand right now. Oh no, it's still the 10s, excuse me. Real good turn for El Chewy. Let's see if he bets it. Very unlikely that somebody has a king now, that 2 of them are on the board. And he's going to bet it. So looking to avoid a 7 or an 8. El Chewy checking. And it's going to go check around. El Chewy going to show the 10s. So another shot out. I'm guessing they're shotting out seat 9. Because it says shot out to Roland. But we do not have a Roland entered at the table. But I do not know seat 9's first name. I know that's his last name. Boga is his last name, so I do not know his first name. So maybe they're shouting him out. Played Division I ball with him. I'm going to guess soccer. Yeah, because I know you went to school down at Brownsville, and they normally have a good soccer program. Or football americano. Pocket 10s again. Oh, that's a fun turn. It gives the Spider a straight draw and a flush draw, and it gives Simon a set. Both these players are the 2 biggest losers thus far. Club or 9. Oh, full house for Simon. He's going to check. And I think maybe Spider's done with this hand. Yeah, he's done with this hand. As I said, Brownsville does have Does have a good soccer program there. Another fan in the chat, so Hugo Garcia sending some shout outs from Austin. Of course, there is a Texas Card House location in Austin, located northwest of the capital on 183, Highway 183, which is known as Research Boulevard. So you take that and you will exit on Anderson Mills and TCH Social Austin, located right next to the Austin Aquarium. We do appreciate the likes. As I said, this is the secondary channel for all Texas Card House locations. So any sort of likes or subscriptions really helps the algorithm. Oh, set for Simon. Just had a set of 10s. Now has a set of 7s. Club coming on the turn. That's probably going to freeze the action. No. Got E7. Just as Queen High. He's betting. Simon's not folding a set. So Simon with the check mark once again. Oh, and he's not done bluffing. So the flush did get there. The straight did get there. Simon's not folding for $60. The only question is he raising? What? Oh, show it. You got to show that. Simon folded a set? Wow. He really is gun shy, as things have not been going his way tonight. As I said earlier, both him and Spider are on the bottom of the leaderboard. And I think he's starting to see monsters under the bed. So I'm pretty sure the card reader was right. We really haven't had any issues with it tonight. Oh, Fletcher with the Kings, also known as Cowboys. El Chewy with the Deuces, also known as Ducks. You know an ace is coming. No ace. It's actually a really good flop for the Kings. But he's going to check. This is turning into a bad run out for the Kings. There's a straight on the board. So the Kings, they're going to be chopping. So the Cowboys don't lose. The Cowboys tie. Yeah, so somebody joining us in the chat from Sinaloa. Actually, one of the dealers. One of the dealers here at the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley is from Sinaloa. So there is a $10 live straddle under the gun from Baby Spider. It's going to put the action on Peter. Calling with the suited connectors. Fletcher also calling with the suited connectors. T-Rich calling with marriage. The king and the queen, royalty. Eight high flop. Gallo flopping 2 pair.
Take a bet. Take a fold.
I'll give you 255.
And he's going to lead right out. Nobody with anything to call him with. Peter with a gut shot. He's feeling frisky. Peter looking for a 10. Gallo still with 2 pair, but this time he checks. Peter's probably going to be taking the pre-card here, and he does. Pretty bad run out for the 8-7. As now he is playing aces and 8s with the 7 kicker. Oh, Peter going for it here. He knows the only way he can win is by bluffing, and that's exactly what he's doing. Let's see if he shows. Show it. Does Peter show? Oh, he showed. I like it. There's the laugh.
I thought you might have had an 8.
Fletcher really finding it funny.
It was a draw or an 8. Put you on the 8. That my 8 was going to be. Had 2 pairs, bro. You ran it out.
So these players are not mic'd up. However, there are 2 mics located right next to this camera. There's an overhead camera, and right next on each side of this camera, there are some mics that do pick up the players talking. So I'm sometimes able to hear the players if they are talking a little loud. And a lot of people liking that bluff at the table.
That fool's going to be in your head today, or not today, like another day, and you'll be like, oh.
Fletcher making the call here with 7-5 offsuit under the gun. There was a $10 straddle under the gun.
I'm serious.
Guy who just got bluffed the last hand coming right back in. Simon does the same. And everybody's going to check. So 7 ways to a flop. There's only 9 players at the table. 7 ways to a flop. And it's going to come ace high with 2 hearts. Real big flop for, maybe his name's Roland? Real big flop for seat 9. A pair and a flush draw. Fletcher flopping a pair. Bets out $30. T-Rich making the call.
Tilt, I'm on tilt now.
Gut shot straight draw for Gallo. He needs an 8. 8 of hearts for fun. Blank on the river. T-Rich is still out in front with his top pair. Almost $200 in the pot. You can see Fletcher has less than 200 in his stack. Fletcher going to be bluffing here. Too much in the pot for T-Rich to fold. Oh, 2 pair. I didn't see the 2 pair. That's going to be a big win for, like I said, I think his first name's Roland. According to the comments. $358 win. It's only 3 players in the negative. Baby Spider making up the majority of it. Ace King. So we're going 6 ways to a flop. And it is a 9-high flop. Everybody missing. The 8-7 does have a gut shot. Needing a 6. Gallo going to be betting with 4 high here. Is this going to work? Wow, so nobody wanted to tangle with the chip leader. All right, Baby Spider putting on the $10 button straddle. That is the max amount you can straddle on the button. You can straddle up to half your stack under the gun, but the max amount on the button is $10. Suited. Queen 8 for T-Rich. He's in early position, though, so he's going to let it go. El Chewy. Thinking about it. Yeah, he's going to fold the 10 deuce. Everybody folding. Guy who just won the last 10. He wants to play a pot with Baby Spider. Simon just making the call with his ace-jack. Thought he should be 3-betting there. But as I said, he's been playing cautious since he is down. Since he got down early, started playing cautious. Clubs for Gallo. And he's going to bet those clubs. Kind of a small bet, only $25 into 100. And Simon going to raise right away. Simon representing the 5, but we can see he does not have the 5. Great turn for Gallo, as now he has a straight draw to go with his flush draw. And Simon continuing on here. So Simon played the ace-jack cautious pre-flop by just calling the raise. And now that he has nothing, now he is playing it not cautious. The ace high is actually still, the ace high is in front right now. Flush for Gallo. And Simon finally gives up. Gallo's going to show the flush. That's going to be good. That's going to take Simon even more down. Of course, the stats flash up after each hand. Simon's probably down about 700 or 800, I would say. Oh, Simon down over 1,000. Gallo up over 2,800.
Like earlier?
Everybody limping. Somebody's, yeah, it was Simon's cards who did not scan. So now the action tracker will catch up with everything. So Gallo really putting those chips to work here as he's pretty much getting involved with every hand, trying to take his profit and parlaying it into some more winnings. He has 8-4 offsuit. He's raising with 8-4 offsuit. And everybody just called his raise. Nobody re-raising him. Best hand right now, the Queen Jack. But it is Gallo who now has the best hand, hitting a 4 on the flop. $61 in the pot. Gallo gonna be betting 40. Half pot, $30. El Chewy. El Chewy needs some help. Board pairing on the turn. El Gallo going from 50% to probably about 74%. Okay, the 5 registers, no, up to 60%. Thought it would be more. So we saw him do this earlier with the Queen 3, and he's doing it again. Is he gonna show?
Yeah.
He does show.
Good hand. I had a 4. Good hand.
So second bluff, Yarid 7 gets through. I'm assuming the 7 was his jersey number. Although sometimes it's not good to assume.
Oh, how's that not a charge?
So action's going to be on Yarid 7. He's up $100, $102. Making sure the cards got scanned properly. Should be folded this hand, but might be feeling lucky. He thought about it, thought about playing the rush. 9-7 of clubs coming in. 10-6 of clubs, raising it up. As I said, Gallo putting his chips to work. Simon with the spades, makes the call. Spider doesn't call, Spider raises. Takes it up to 60. Gallo seems like he really wants to get involved in a hand with Baby Spider.
I'll take a water.
And I'm sure Baby Spider wants him to be involved in a hand with him. So Spider hitting a jack. And He's going to check. Trips. He's not checking this time. So the jack hasn't read on the software. We can see the jack of diamonds on the turn. Software has not read it yet, so it thinks the dealer hasn't put out the jack yet, the turn yet. So the players are betting and the players are calling. Yeah, so Guy bet him 45. Baby Spider raising him. Baby Spider was hoping he had a queen. That was not the case. So I believe they are streaming on the main channel from a TCH Social in Austin right now. We stream on the main channel on Fridays. So there's 6 Texas Card House locations across the state of Texas. 2 in North Texas, 2 in East Texas, 1 in South Texas, and 1 in Central Texas. 4 of the 6 locations stream on YouTube, and they all stream at least twice a week. So 4 times 2 is 8, 7 days in a week. So this is one of the reasons why this secondary channel was created. The main reason was because of all the tournaments that take place at all of the Texas Card House locations. The Card House wanted to ensure that there was always going to be a channel available to stream a final table. So nobody with a pair as we go 3 ways to a flop. And the goat hit in a pair. It is Spider who's going to be putting on the continuation bet here. He's the only player who doesn't hit a pair, and he's the only player that's betting. Oh, Peter raising it up here. Doesn't think that Spider has anything, and he's correct.
See, I'm not that yet. That's not that much.
But doesn't realize that Yadi 7 has a queen.
What's that? Right? You already did, right? Sorry.
Don't know if he wants to call 75 with the 6 kicker. And he does not. So normally he's been the one bluffing. This time he got bluffed off his hand.
We're losing over here, bro. That's why.
So Baby Spider calling with his gut shot. He's going to have to put out a pretty big bet here if he wants Peter to fold. And he knows he doesn't want to put out that big bet. Oh, he looks him up here. He looks him up here with king high. This is where you pay for information. This is exactly what he did there. Simply paying for information. He was pretty sure he was not good. Really, the only thing he could beat there was Jack 10. But he wanted to see what Peter raised him with on the flop. And a lot of times, you need to know what a player is capable of doing. If a player is capable of making a big laydown, if a player is capable of making a big bluff. So Baby Spider there paid for information, and he will definitely store that away.
Oh, man.
Very, very action-packed game tonight here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. If you still have not subscribed, make sure you do take care of that as we are trying to build up this secondary channel. Oh, Fletcher is all in. with the pocket eights. It looks like T-Rich is going to look him up here with the ace queen. Does Simon get sticky here? Simon's going to be closing the action since T-Rich just called. T-Rich would have raised, then the action would have been reopened. But T-Rich just calling here. As I said, he does close the action. Gaia with the ace-jack. He's not necessarily worried about Fletcher. He's worried about T-Rich. So Simon does get sticky and makes the call with the 5-6 of diamonds. So there will be a side pot between Simon and T-Rich. Not a good flop for Simon. It's going to go check, check. T-Rich in an ace, a queen, or a 10. Oh, and Fletcher's going to get the triple up.
Yes, let's go. Yes.
He finally wins the hand. She's pretty excited.
Well, I was like, man, I don't want to see no high cards, no high cards, no high cards. Please, 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 no high cards.
So we are exactly 2 hours into tonight's stream, and we will have a dealer change. So halfway home, as let me catch up with some of these comments. Seat 8 and seat 9, a lot of friends and family watching in. We do appreciate that. Somebody making a comment that Baby Spider already blow through his tournament winnings from 2 weeks ago. So he won about 10,000 and he's in for about 2,000 right now. So 2,000 of that 10,000 is on the table. And somebody making a comment about Fletcher, who is a barber. So wondering why my barber canceled my appointment, but seeing him on the stream now makes sense. So Jeremiah back in the box. His friends call him Jerry. So Baby Spider with the 5 has the best hand right now, but Simon trying to dig out of the hole, calling with the suited king. You can see he's dominated by El Chewy. Pocket 5's still out in front. Baby Spider going to be betting. Feels like his opponents have big cards, and he is correct. There are the cumulative winnings tonight. The number in green is how much the players are up. The number next to that is how much in chips they have in front of them. So you can see Gaia with over 3,000 in chips. He's up $2,700. And then Spider, he has $756 in front of him. But he's down, looks like, $1,800.
They say that I'm like the next fucking Magnus. Huh? Magnus. They say I'm the next Magnus.
How much you want to play?
Bro, did you see him play at the Hustler? He played poker.
He did?
Yeah, he played at the Hustler. Yeah.
Recently or what?
Well, it wasn't like a year or two ago. That Alexa, oh no, what is it? Alex Botes. She played. She won like 500K, bro, the first night with 25,000, bro.
All right, 5 ways we go. Everybody
500K.
just calling the $6 straddle.
But it was her, Adam Keating, fucking
And it's going to be the crazy 8s on the flop. Nobody with an 8.
No, it wasn't.
Nobody with a
Yeah, he did.
deuce.
No, he did that game. Yeah.
Jack High still in front.
Fucking a lot of the streamer dudes. Fucking
Yarid 7.
Yeah, those gamer guys and shit, and like
Hoping to get this bluff through.
just being like
Oh, nice raise from El Chewy here. El Chewy doesn't think
Mr. Beast was playing too.
that he has the 8.
And I was like, Tom, you can 25,000 if you put a fucking queen on the river. Like, yeah, bro, he was fucking insane.
Great turn.
That game was pretty dope. Oh, Phil, yeah.
El Chewy
The other dude,
gonna continue to represent the 8 here. To the river we go, almost $200 in the middle. And El Chewy finally done with the hand.
Hey, what did you play too?
And it looks like we have a seat open on the stream table.
They don't let you because
Simon never able to get anything going tonight. Gonna decide to
I want to come back.
limit his losses.
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna talk
And we do have a seat open on the stream table.
a little too far.
So Simon losing over $1,000
Can't bet, can't be.
in this 1-3 game.
Kenny, we got one seat open for the stream. Can you tell Georgie?
So he's going to check out early, and we do have a seat open on the stream table. I don't know if RGV Striker's here, but I saw him in the comments earlier. There's a seat open. So 1 big blind, that's going to be Baby Spider. 1 straddle, that's going to be Guile. And action's going to be on Baby Spider. He makes the fold. Peter not at his seat. Fletcher taking a break from cutting hair, making the call. What does Fletcher have? Fletcher has an ace. Ace on the flop, both Fletcher and El Chewy with an ace. None of them have a great kicker. Gaia with second pair will also continue.
Oh, baby!
Heart on the turn. That's a good turn for Fletcher as he does have the ace of hearts. Puts out another small bet. El Chewy makes the call. El Gallo has 2 pair now, and he's raising. So $75 to go for Fletcher. He is taking inventory of his stack as he will make the call.
Why not just put it in, bro? Just put it in.
Fletcher looking for an ace, a 7, a 6, or a heart.
If you hit the heart, you would have gotten that guy. If the heart goes, that might have to pull it. Or you might have to.
And he's going to miss. Gallo
I really feel like I can get some value out of your ace fucking 7 or ace 9 or but how much
looks like Gallo's going to check it back as he looks like he's going to get a tableside massage. So he's in a good mood. He's going to check it back. Let Fletcher keep the rest of his chips. Tableside massage is available here at the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley. $1 a minute, $1 a minute.
For being honest, it's another 5.
That's it.
So Peter,
Yeah.
not in his seat.
Give him 10. He only has 8 in there.
Yes. I give him 10.
I didn't give you 5 for that?
No.
Then you grabbed the 3 then, guys.
He
Get
said
my
yes.
$3 back.
He says yes no matter what. That's what he's trying to
Yes, it's trained to say yes.
This is Card House.
All right, so I have just been given an
I've been
update.
to poker lounge one time in my life, and I heard.
There is a player within the next 15 minutes that is going to hit a high hand. The high hand is currently over $1,000. So a player sitting at the table is going to hit a high hand. I won't tell you who it is. We will find out together. They just came in my booth and told me that a player is going to be hitting a high hand within the next 15 minutes. We're on a 15-minute delay. $15-minute delay, pretty much standard with all poker streams. Really helps eliminate any sort of shenanigans that can take place. Both these players seem to be going after each other. I do understand why Baby Spider's going after El Gallo, so I do understand why the Spider is going after the Rooster, because the Rooster has all the chips on the table. So he's trying to make up back his chips. And Gallo trying to outplay Spider.
Oh!
Oh, yes.
What happened?
I think they called round 5.
So Peter's still not at his seat. El Chewy with the suited king. Looks like he has a Thor hammer as a card protector.
No. Yeah, throw it away.
Booga away from his seat, and seat number 2 being taken. I believe. I know who that is. I just don't know what name he's going to use. So Baby Spider really trying to build pots. Queen high flop. Nice board for him to continue, as chances are his opponent has big cards.
I wasn't referring to you, but
So obviously he would like to win a huge pot and double up, but in the meantime he's just going to start chipping away here. Yeah, so he's just going to go by his name, nothing tricky. Got Ruben coming in on seat 2.
Just Ruben, right? Yes. 2 words. Just Ruben.
So it's going to be just Ruben in seat 2.
have you told me that before? Where's it? Where's it at? And what kind of? That's how we draw.
You have a what? Food truck. Oh, food truck. How many you got? Well, what is it? What do you serve? Oh, like a Mexican food truck. Nice.
So Ruben in for 1,200.
Yeah, they eat that shit over there in Mercedes. I mean, where's it in Mercedes? In the outlets. Oh,
Él no es gallo, él es pollito. So he's not a rooster, he's a little chicken.
Come on over here, people. How do you do whenever I've seen you drink every once in a while?
hey, chill. He's on street. Just let it air. There's a cocktail watch, right? Like, hey.
No, I've seen you.
Why do you drink and drive, bro?
I didn't mean it like that.
He's an agent, bro. You ever seen The Matrix?
Ace high flop, nobody with an ace.
Call return.
El Chewy open ender. Open-ended straight draw. And he's going to bet the open-ended straight draw.
It hits the fucking rim.
Ruben playing his first hand. Not going to win his first hand. But it looks like he's also going to be getting a table-side massage. So let's see if anybody puts a straddle on. Nope, action's going to be in seat 8. You can see him making sure the card gets scanned properly. At each 7, has bluffed a couple of times tonight. He's going to be making the fold. Yeah, Ruben also getting a table-side massage.
Let's go! Give me a bucket.
So Baby Spider once again building the pot.
Bucket, baby.
Does have the best hand. Flops a straight draw. And looks like it's going to be a bet and take. So at the end of the month, you do have the Trailblazer Series making a stop in North Texas. They just had their New Year's bash. Hey, come sit over here.
Well, I was trying to, but fuck.
I'm not moving.
And this will be the event at the end of the month.
I mean, we can't move. We're on street. Yeah, but I was trying to sit over there when that's
Free to play.
Oh, Kings for Guile. 15? 20. No, it is 15. Baby Spider putting on the 3-bet with the Jack 10. And Guile, who just called a 3-bet earlier with aces, once again just calling a 3-bet. So good flop, bad flop for the Kings. There's an ace on the board, but there's 2 of them, which makes it less likely his opponent has an ace. Oh, that's going to be a high hand. That's going to be aces full of kings. You do need aces full of 10s to qualify. So that is a high hand.
I was gonna, if I bet you were gonna call with your pair or shooter, you had shit, but I checked it because I saw the high hand. No?
Oh, come on. I had jack shit.
Okay.
You always lose with the kings. Let me buy out for 100.
So both cards must play, and he is playing both the kings. He's playing 3 aces from the board and the kings in his hands. Both hold cards must play.
If I win the high hand, if I win the high hand.
The rich get richer.
Exactly.
El Chewy put it on the $10 button straddle. The action does start to the left.
Every hour, I think, till 90.
Starts to the left of the straddle.
I joke shit.
Small blind, big blind. Wow. All right, everybody, we have a $10 button straddle. Action starts in the small blind.
So action will start off in the small blind here. 8-6 offsuit, probably be getting rid of this. Not worth $10.
You're gonna give her a bigger tip?
Hey, George, you know, I always tip decent when I'm like, even with the massages and shit. I always tip.
Whatever.
It's not my fault that I'm good. Ruben's a good tip.
Suited connectors for Baby Spider. He raises it up to 35.
Hey, so
Fletcher with the tens, making the call.
And they're like horrible zippers? Okay.
And we are going
And then are there like, and then are
heads
there
up.
like-
No, El Chewy also making the call. El Chewy called the extra $25.
Good six? Okay. What are me and Ruben?
So El Chewy with the 2 overcards.
Thank you. Okay, we felt great.
And Fletcher flopping a set. El Chewy flopping top pair. Baby Spider flopping bottom pair. And then Fletcher lead out here, $100. Wow. So Fletcher with a pot-sized bet on the flop does get called from the top pair. That is a diamond. Oh, quads for Fletcher. El Chewy doesn't like the ace, but he's gonna pay him.
Let's go. High hand.
And El Gallo just got the high hand.
High hand. Fuck your high hand. Fuck your high hand. Fuck your high hand.
And lets the whole table know.
2 hands in a row. Was that back to back?
So back-to-back high hands
Hey, Fletch, if you
Fletcher.
you deserve it, dog.
with
What a
quad
fucking-
tens.
I bet you what was it?
Hey, Fletch, it's like 1100 bucks.
I got excited, Pedro.
As I said, these players are not mic'd, but there are 2 microphones above the tables. And when the players get excited or when the players get loud, we can hear them. And Fletcher getting pretty excited there as he did hit a high hand.
Hey,
It could be worth
I was gonna give you
up to $1,000.
Shut your ass up. What I said, don't jinx it.
Somebody still has time
You fucking
to get a better high hand.
I'm voting to.
I'm voting to.
You jinxed it. The guy who jinxed me won the goddamn thing, bro.
All right, well, we have 3 straight high hands dealt out.
Matter of fact, here you go. Don't do me in. I'm voting to 10. Here you go. Oh, it's on the river. No, if he folds, I show, right? And I still win. I still win that.
Hey, did it get to the river?
Yeah, I got to the river.
Hey, did you call the river? I was about to say, bro, I'm gonna put a cameras on that mother.
What did you have?
T-Rich with the small win. We will not have 3 high hands in a row.
I saw a 10 on the
Hey,
flop.
so if you fold early, I would have won the goddamn. Why did you fold on the fucking turn, bro?
No, hold on. But he said, why did I bet on the
Seat
flop?
9 still missing. You are not allowed to be on your phone at the table, and I'm thinking
I bet the
that's what it's going to be. And you
Oh,
needed to make a phone call.
Well, you weren't even.
Hey, there's another game coming up next.
You weren't even. Every better call because I'm folding.
I can't believe that shit, bro. Huh?
How much? 5 minutes with hanging? 5 minutes is crazy.
How much time do we got?
Deuces for Gallo.
When we're done,
You ready for it? You ready for it?
Hey,
we're done, I'll get my numbers.
Declan, what does it pay out? 11? You're lying. 9?
It's good.
9?
Fletcher, you still will win.
I hope. Quad 10s.
Baby Spider raising it up again. He did straddle under the gun. That is with the S, the purple S, right next to the 729S, indicating that he did straddle this hand.
Guy that jinxed me was.
Queen 5.
Oh, you're
Pot
gonna be right
deuces
here.
of
Right
Gallo
here,
still out in front.
right here.
But Baby Spider will continue his aggression.
Right here.
Going to be hard for deuces to call. But El Gallo does make the call.
There we go.
Five would be gross.
Mirror Spider got it, bro.
That's going to give Baby Spider a straight draw. And he's going to hit the 10. See if he takes his showdown value now that he has a pair. Or if he goes for thin value here. And he's going for some thin value. Feels his 10 is good. Feels that El Gallo has a small pocket pair, or he feels that he has a small pocket pair or a 5. So he actually put out a pretty big bet here, making it seem like a bluff.
And I looked at him and he was like,
Hey, it wasn't clear if there was a hand hit here or not.
Dude, I hit it first.
Was it clear
Hey,
enough?
Georgie,
Hold on.
I hit it first. I heard, and then the very next hand, he hit it.
Bro, I hit it twice, man. Or you popped a blood vessel in your eye.
No, I've been drunk.
Call it a 10 in the count.
You fucking bluff the way.
So Baby Spider trying to weave his way out of the hole. Still at the very far right. You want to be to the very far left, not the very far right. Fletcher also to the far right, but he is in line right now to win over $1,000 from the high hand if nobody else gets a better hand than quad 10s. There are other tables in play on the main floor. This is just the stream table. There are other tables in play. I believe there's 2 or 3 other games going on right now on the main floor. Yeah, there's 3 other tables going on. There's 2 1-3 tables. So the same setup as here, 1-3 blinds. The only difference is the minimum buy-in is $100 on the non-stream games. And then there is a round of each game going on. Row, row, row your boat. So 3 tables going on the main floor. And of course we are streaming. We have been streaming since 6:20. These players started playing at 6:05. 15-minute delay. Takes us to 6:20. Oh, he's back. Puga's back there in seat 9. And looks like he won his first pot back.
I'm over here fucking off. Talk about whiplash, bro. I'm in there. This guy.
So you can see the dealer when he does pitch the cards, he does try to pitch it in front of the circle within the circle within the circle in front of the players. That is how we're able to know what the players' cards are. There are special RFID chips in the cards, and that is the reader. As Ruben with the queens on the button raises it up to 15. Kind of a small raise, but everybody folded, so really didn't have to size it up here as he does have position, the best position. Yeah, so this is seat 8 and 9's first time playing on the stream. First time playing on the stream. You do have a lot of fans in the chat.
Are y'all like Memo's friends or what? Y'all know Memo or no? Are y'all Memo's friends? No, Memo. No, but y'all just look like y'all were like this, right? No, right, you know Memo, right? Like they look like they would be friends with Memo.
I mean, if I see him, I probably know who he is.
Yeah, you're probably not. How much is it? It's 55.
Nice flop for the queens.
Are you drinking or no?
Oh, good fold
Nah, not after Wilson.
from the 7.
On live. Huh?
7-5-3 on spades.
You can see it, bro.
Good thing you didn't see that.
He's the one that hit a big tournament like 2 years ago.
Alright, we got 10
So it looks like Baby Spider going to be putting on the $10 button straddle, wanting to build a pot in position. Action's going to be on Peter. Peter with the fold. He will lose his small blind. Fletcher, who is currently leading right now for the high hand, makes the fold. El Chewy making the call with the 3 deuce. It's suited. Oh, Baby Spider has a good hand. Nobody's going to call him.
Isaac's over there. He's on the fucking street right now. Isaac. He's on the street.
Looks like Peter putting on the straddle. Probably going to be $6. The minimum is $6. The maximum is $10 on the button. And as I said, action does start to the left. To the left.
Diamond? You don't have no diamond? Service. Stream table.
Gaio with the suited King Jack. Gonna raise it up to 35. Quick call from Baby Spider. As I said, it does seem like he wants to get involved in a hand with Gaio. Normally, well, especially in tournaments, you want to avoid the chip leader. But in cash games, it's different. You're able to reload. And we are going 3 ways to a flop. Nice flop for Gaio as he flops top pair. Baby Spider flopping a gut shot, needing a 10 for a straight. Also has backdoor spades. Action is on Gaio, the dealer letting him know. You can see the dealer with the headsets as he does relay all the action to the production crew. $45. Oh, Baby Spider getting aggressive here with his draw. So Baby Spider with a gut shot. Peter with a gut shot. But Peter will let his hand go. I don't see Gaio fold into one raise here. But it's hard to know what he's thinking. The 10s are the immediate outs. He also has backdoor spades. So he does make the call. Baby Spider looking for a spade, a 9, a 7, or a 10. He really wants the 10. The other cards will give him more outs. There's a 9, so he does pair one of his cards. Peter, knowing that he would have hit a straight, Gaio checking again, hoping he can get to showdown cheap. Baby Spider thinking about going for some thin value. Yeah, and he's going to get a call. Yeah, so straddles work a little bit different everywhere.
Because you know what?
I was actually in Tampa Bay this past weekend. Got a couple of different places to play. Of course, the biggest place to play is the Seminole Hard Rock Casino. The main one is located in the Fort Lauderdale area. It's located in Hollywood. That's the main one. But they also have one in the Tampa area. So I did have the privilege of going to see the Buccaneers play the Saints, and I say privilege because I got to witness Mike Evans reach 1,000 yards for the season at the very end of the game. So the game ended at about 4 or 5 o'clock. So I went to the Hard Rock Tampa afterwards, just to give you an idea on how the action is, different areas.
That's the good shit, right?
Right after this hand is we do have King 10 versus King Queen. Baby Spider pretty much trying to hit a flop, trying to get paid.
Hey, it's good right now. Because sometimes when they serve it to you, it's all hard, bro.
It's good right now.
Yeah, because it's good. But when they serve it to you, sometimes it's all fucking hard. You can't even get it.
So 2 players with spades, 1 player with hearts, and we will get to see 3.
I don't want to buy it yet.
So top pair for the 10-8, but it is Baby Spider who's going to put out the bet. And both players call him. Queen on the turn, so the King Queen of Bulga taking the lead. Baby Spider's done with this spot.
You know how much money I've lost in my life? I'll never catch up.
And to the river we go. Pot almost $200. Runner, 2 pair. The flush also arriving. And it's going to go check, check. As they will show. So Sunday night after the Buccaneers game at the Tampa Hard Rock, they had 15 tables, 15 tables of 1-2 no limit hold'em. That was the smallest game they offered. It was also the most popular game. They had 3 tables of 2-2 PLO. They had 3 tables of 1-3. And they had 2 tables of 2-5. So the reason why I mentioned that is I know sometimes people will tune into our stream and say, oh, it's just 1-3. That's not exciting. Well, 1, we've had a very exciting stream, but 2, more importantly, this is the game that you're going to find at most casinos anywhere across the country. You're going to find the most popular game is going to be a 1-2, 1-3, 2-5 table. So this gives you a very good idea of the card distribution. This gives you a pretty good idea on how players at these quote-unquote lower stakes approach different hands. So obviously there is a lot of entertainment value involved, but you can also learn a thing or two. So flush draw versus bottom pair. And another bluff here. It's not going to work this time. Baby Spider calling with the 5. Hoping his opponent missed diamonds, and he was correct.
Bro, that's a disrespectful call, bro. That's a real disrespectful call. Yeah.
As I said, we are live. I do have access to the YouTube comments. Do not have access to Twitch comments, Facebook comments.
Well, I wanted to move it.
I do have access to the YouTube comments.
Because I do the Spurs have been playing fucking good.
Yeah, that's why they screw it.
But they win.
They do it against the West. Now they're playing the East.
So Strato coming from El Chewy. Looks like $6. And looks like Peter raising it up to 15.
I'm gonna be a pain in the butt. I have a chat with someone.
Hey, you buy me a drink, bro?
Yes.
A small raise here from Peter, especially with the $6 straddle involved. You can see everybody's going to call him, which wouldn't be terrible if he was in position, but he's going to be out of position.
I have another house that we rent on. They still pay that mortgage.
You have another house that you rent out?
Matter what?
Oh, you're renting it out?
Same shit. What happens if those people don't? What happens if those people don't pay?
Rent it out.
So Peter's move is going to work. Got a little tricky with the Queen 10 offsuit. Was able to win the $116 pot.
Where's it at?
So Gallo up almost 3,000. He was in for 420, and he is up to $3,380. So just short of a $3,000 night. Peter, who just won the last pot, is in second. Buga, he's up, looks like 200. Ruben, up $17. And looks like we have a $6 button straddle coming from seat 8. Of course, the seat numbers, seat number 1 will be to the left of the dealer, so that's Gallo, he's seat number 1. And then it goes around clockwise. Ruben, seat number 2. Baby Spider, seat number 3.
That's what I like about Spider. He's just relentless.
No matter what hand, right? Right, you want to show 7 deuce. Suit it. Very called.
Oh, the button calling here with the King 10. And El Gallo also making the call. Ruben will get out of the way, and we'll go 3 ways to a flop of exactly $150 in it. Action's going to be on Gallo. He will be first to act.
Just make sure when you go to the restaurant, you come back out, you clean the white that's on your
5-5 tray. Everybody missing. That's not going to stop Baby Spider from continuing on here with the queen high. We'll see if he's able to shake anybody here. Oh. Yarid 7 going all in with just king high here. Huge bluff. He's actually bluffing with the best hand. Looks pretty calm. Just talking with his friend. Like, hey, when do you want to go back up to Austin? Yeah, and it's going to work. So he was bluffing, but he did have the best hand. But it's still kind of crazy to go all in there with just king high. Did he show?
Can you run the left one? One more?
So that's going to get him to even. He's in for 425. He has 425 in front of him. Been playing for about 3 hours. So once we get a dealer change, we got a dealer change coming up here in about another 10 minutes or so. Once we get that dealer change, then we will have exactly an hour to go on the stream. There are 2 dealers that are selected to deal the stream game, and as opposed to their normal 30-minute down, they deal for an hour. So get to see them twice. So this is our second time seeing Jeremiah, and we will soon see Ashley after this.
What do you have there? Where did you say you own
The diamond came and then the 8 came. I had the monster versus spider. I was in the hand.
You have?
The baby spider building a pot again, raising it up to 60 with the suited connectors. Peter calling with the suited king. It looks like we're going to go heads up to a $140 pot.
Ooh, this guy. Hey, I asked him.
Bro, you gotta look at this guy.
Hold on. Hey, I asked him if they were memitos.
Baby spider flopping a straight draw, needing an 8. And he's going to continue for $50. And that's going to work. Baby spider illustrated on how hard it is to make a pair. And he knows that it is hard to make a pair. So if he continues applying pressure, the majority of the time it's going to work. Button on seat 1 now. We'll see if Gallo puts out a straddle.
Hey, what's the line here?
The game is 5. The half.
Peter with the pocket 4s.
I already got Milwaukee.
Just gonna limp. Fletcher does the same. Queen Jack offsuit for Fletcher. T Rich with the pocket pair. El Chewy with the ace king suited. Cheers. Uh-oh. We might see some fireworks here. Ace king suited versus pocket queens. How much does Chewy have? Yeah, I don't see how
Bro, I'm not bluffing, bro.
we don't get all in here.
I've left a couple of
Chewy starting the hand with just over $300. And then that $300. No, he just makes the call. So the queens are a favorite here as a king has been folded. Oh, it's showing ace king's the favorite, so queen was also folded.
hypnotized me because I liked that shit earlier.
Kind of surprised we didn't get it all in here. You can see Chewy only has $220 left, and there's $238 in the pot. Thought we might see it all in. They're just checking it down. Diamond? No, Chewy's gonna lose. The ladies with the win.
I'm at 100.
Gallo betting 100 on the river. Little surprised we didn't see an all-in pre-flop, but it worked out in El Chewy's favor as he is able to preserve the rest of his chips.
Fucking Giants, I voted. I would have beat my own high hand.
3 players in the green, 4 players in the red, and 1 player, even Steven.
I'll tell you. It was good.
Hell
good.
nah.
I had queens.
Hell, you're only gonna get 300.
When I really felt
You're
you
gonna
had
be
ace
Texas
king
on
with the jacks, I swear. What else can you have? King? Ace, king.
So El Chewy letting Gallo know he had ace king of diamonds. El Chewy gonna try out a different hand now. It's gonna be another ace. This time it is ace 6. Suited again.
You did good by not going on me. You would have. Yeah, I would have won. I would have won the race.
Spider raising it up to 26 out of the small blind. Thought he might size it up a little more just because he was going to be out of position. You can see he got a call from Peter with the King 4 offsuit.
3 players to the fly.
El Chewy out in front right now. And he is still in front. But Baby Spider's going to put on the continuation bet. Really hoping his opponents fold.
Why make you sleep on the floor and I have no cushions?
And his opponents will fold.
She saw me the other day on the stream. They're giving me a massage.
So it looks like the quad 10s of Fletcher's holding up.
Hey, Declan, pay me chips, Declan. Hey, get him.
So he is going to sign off
Fucking jinx.
for the high hand
Should have been mine right there.
as he is, looks like he's over $800 in the hole here on the stream, but he's going to get back over $1,000 for the high hand. That's what he's doing right now. He's taking care of the paperwork.
Hey, go get the chips, Fletch. Put them on the table with chips. With chips.
Now I can call.
There's the cash.
I can start making these calls. I can start making calls. You know what I'm saying? I can start making calls.
Ponte la foto, güey, con la pinche camisa de los boys.
Con los Cowboys.
Sí, a huevo. Es la camisa, güey.
Hey,
It is cash. It does not have to go and play, but if the player chooses to, that is an available option. So they will get the they'll get the photo for the social media pages. That's going to be tch.rgv.
Thank you, sir.
So both Facebook and Instagram, TCH. Of course, that stands for Texas Card House. TCH.RGV. RGV standing for Rio Grande Valley, the area down here in South Texas. So TCH.RGV for social media. The queen does play. So I do not think Fletcher put that money in play.
Probably wasn't going to win my money back here.
We have a $10 restaurant.
So you can put it in your pocket or you can put it on the table. It looks like he put it in his pocket.
Make your money back.
Some shit. I wasn't going to win on the table. You want lockdown.
I've been splashing around, dog.
Pocket sixes raising it up. No, just making the call.
Guys haven't gone down not one bit.
Baby Spider with the ace jack of diamonds raising it up to 60.
When I don't have it. Both ways.
El Chewy, who put on the straddle to $10, will fold.
Passive aggressive is what it's called.
Buga with the sixes.
Giving the spider action.
Does have El Gallo to worry about.
I checked in my
When you have the nuts, you call them. When you have aces and you fucking have trips, you call them. Yeah, for sure.
It's not my fault.
For sure.
Really thinking about it here. Does have the best hand right now. But obviously he does not know that. He's thinking, if I call the 60 now, how much am I going to have to call on the flop? Looks like he's going to let it go. Gallo's not folding a pocket pair with his stack. Makes the quick call. And we are going heads up to a flop.
That was my mama. No, like my mama always said.
So sixes
I don't hold well to
would have been
So when they start laughing at me, I
still good. Continuation bet here from Baby Spider. A lot of bad cards for the deuces on the turn. And that's one of them.
The man with the high hand, Mr. Fletcher,
Yes, sir.
from Limbo.
The deuces are going to hold on. But will the deuces call a bet on the river? No, he's putting out a blocker bet. This is called a blocker bet where you're kind of setting your own price. You don't want to call a big bet on the river, so you put out a small bet yourself to block your opponent from putting out a bet. Maybe Spider might raise here. He's not calling. There you go. Oh, this is going to be a good play by Baby Spider because Gallo said he's probably going to fold. Baby Spider figured it out right away. He figured it was a blocker bet where his opponent has a good hand but not a great hand. So if he doesn't have a great hand, he won't be able to call a big bet.
Getting whooped by this guy.
He's been whooping him on.
Yeah, he's beating him, right?
Is he going to show? Is he going to show?
Fucking smacking him around.
Let's see if he shows. Yeah, he shows. I like that. I really like it.
Hey, you call, make that call, bro. That shit would good, bro. I'm like easily bluffing. Very easily bluffing. Everybody? Yeah. I play
So Fletcher put it on $10 on the button. As I said, action will start to the left of the button.
couldn't get a good read.
We have a $10 money straddle. Can you read on action stars in small blind?
I know this guy's fucking mannerisms, and that one I was like,
Looks like we have Ash Cash waiting in the wings. So probably after this hand, we will have a dealer change. And then once that dealer change takes place, we'll have exactly an hour to go in tonight's stream. This is live from South Texas.
We need Jerry here.
Guy who just got bluffed last hand, raising it up with the ace 10. I think he's going to call here. He does close the action. That is different, yeah. Buga making the call with the sevens. And we are going three ways to a flop. King, 9 of clubs versus pocket sevens versus ace 10. And that is a wonderful flop for Chewy. He flops a straight. Gallo flopping a pair and a straight draw puts out the continuation bet for 55. El Chewy with the straight. Don't think he's going to raise. Just makes the call. Pocket sevens know that hand is no longer good. And should be seeing a fold from him. Maybe if there's one other person you could call, but two players. Yeah, he shakes his head. Gets rid of it.
Heads up to the turn.
Gallo needing a king for a bigger straight. El Chewy checking once again. Oh, wow. Runner, full house for Gallo. El Chewy is not going to believe this. As Gallo goes runner, full house.
Check because I was key. Check because I was key. Bro, I can't bet. I can't bet.
Alright, everybody, that's my shot.
So here's the dealer change, and here's the hijack app. If you live in Texas, there is a app. It is known as Hijack Poker, available for both Apple and Android. Hijack Poker. You can scan your screen to get more information here. You can also go to hijackpoker.com. This is a promo code, match $20. Deposit $20, you get $20 a time. Well, actually, that ended already. But I would still try the promotion code anyway. A lot of times they're still active afterwards. I just realized that promo ended. The promo ended, but the app is still working. Essentially, it is the same model as the Texas Card House here. So you do have to be a member of the Texas Card House, as this is a private social club. You do have to be a member. So if you're going to play on the Hijack app, you do have to be a member of the Texas Card House. Also, there is no rake. There is no rake. You just pay for time. Same deal here, where these players are paying for time, and that is done separately. That is done separately. Doesn't have anything to do with any of the pots that are won or lost. No money comes out of those pots. These players are paying for time. It works the same way on the app. You pay for time on the app.
Yes, I guess I'll call you. I was like, I guess I'll call you.
I still play my cards the way it is, and I don't give a shit about anybody. You. When I'm gonna hand, you better fucking play it.
All right, looks like we're going 4 ways to a flop.
You too.
Best hand right now, the ace 9 of diamonds of T-Rich. And he's going to hit an ace, but Peter's going to hit a 5. So trips versus top pair.
See, Jordan, when I play poker, Jordan, I win with humility and I lose with humility.
T-Rich going to be betting his ace. I don't blame him, as it does check around to him. Nobody's supposed to have a 5 in this case, but we can see Peter with a 5. $50 for him to call. And he's going to be making a raise here. So kind of interesting play. T-Rich doesn't have much left in chips. He's just going to go with this, hoping his opponent has a flush draw. His opponent does not. T-Rich does have both aces still available in the deck. He could also go runner, 9-9. So T-Rich in trouble here. Needs an ace for an immediate out, can go runner, 9-9. That's not it. Needs an ace. And that's not it. So Peter will be taking the pot, and I don't think T-Rich is going to rebuy. It is 9:30 local time, so this hand taking place at 9:15 Texas time, Central time.
I'm ready for you on the table. I'm not ready with.
Oh, T-Rich is rebuying.
I'm gonna scoop that one.
Thought it might be a little late in the evening for him, but he is retired now, so forgot to take that into account. He is a retired accountant. Graduated with an accounting degree from the University of Texas at Austin.
You know what, bro? Who would have ever thought, Fletcher, that I'd like you better than Spider?
I talk to you.
And when he does talk, he's
So if you're not familiar with
this guy's never happened.
poker versus a normal table game at a casino, and the reason why I say this is because some people don't know exactly how the rake works or how the structure works with poker, but it is very different than any of the other casino games. As a matter of fact, it is its own entity.
I've never seen the celebrity. I haven't seen a celebrity.
No, it's not a celebrity game. He plays like on a Tuesday stream.
Oh, you're talking about Ludo. I thought you
Yeah.
meant
No,
Ludo.
no,
I thought you meant Ludo.
no, that's what.
I can't remember which was Ludo.
He's Asian. He's Asian.
Oh, pocket nines
You
for Yachty
know
7.
Ludo, right, Ludo?
Pocket
Bro,
nines.
I love the way he plays, bro.
You play like that Keaton motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I know that's what I'm saying, but he plays like I kinda
Peter just went in the last hand, making the call
He plays like
with the ace jack.
He plays like Luda too, but obviously Keating plays way more heavier. But Luda plays just like him, but in the smaller.
And we are going 3 ways to a flop.
I would say I take Spider over Airball.
Oh, of course, bro. Airball's trash, bro. I hate that dude. Like, he's so arrogant. I hate him, bro. He's so bad.
Ace coming right on the flop.
Yeah.
And he's not even good.
So the nines go from first
But here's the thing.
to second.
They only show
Looks like
somebody
Peter's gonna bet him.
Yeah.
So maybe he slows down on some hands. They didn't show the.
Wait, no, but when it's live, it's live. When it's live, it's live. When it's live, it's live. But the thing is that he's not a winning player, bro. He's not. He went against Matt Berkeley.
See what the nines do here.
He lost that $1 million challenge.
Yeah, he's gonna make the fold. He figures one of these players has an ace, and he's correct.
He lost against Matt Berkeley for the $1 million. He's played at the lodge and lost, bro.
Peter will show the ace.
I think they have a video. At
So
the
if you
lodge
show
of,
up
like,
to a casino, keep in mind Texas Card House is not a casino, it is a social club. You show up to a casino and you play any sort of game, you're playing against the house. If you're playing blackjack, you win or lose money, you win money against the house. You play roulette, you win or lose money against the house. You take the casino's money, they take your money. Well, here at the Texas Card House, it's different. It's a social club. So if you win money, the money you're winning is not from the Texas Card House. It is from the players at the table. So take, for example, Gallo, who is won about $3,000 tonight. None of that is from the Texas Card House. It's from the other players at the table. And that's what makes the Texas Card House not a casino. And that's why it is a social club. El Chewy all in. Has the queens, has the ladies. Peter just had ace jack last hand, hit an ace. And I think he's gonna call this $100. Gallo calling with the 6 high. Everybody calling here. Gallo calling with 6 high, Fletcher calling with 8 high.
Let's go, baby. Let's run it. I got a good hand. Jordan, what is the answer?
Oh, Peter hitting an ace again. El Chewy does not like this. He knows one of his opponents has an ace. A flush draw for Gallo, and he's going to lead out into an empty side pot. I really don't understand this bet here, as there's really no reason to lead here since there is an empty side pot. He's leading out into an empty side pot, and now he is getting raised and thinking to himself, why did I lead here? It's a $100 raise, and he will flick in 1 black chip.
You could be Spider where you can't be Pete.
A 5 will be a fun turn because a 5 will give him an open-ended straight draw. Let's go 5 of clubs. Hit the like button for a 5 of clubs. Oh, that's going to give him a pair. That's also a good card for him. He's going to check, though. And Peter's going all in. Doesn't want another spade to come.
If I call your hand out,
You got $5
and I
in the
fold,
bar there to make.
well, I'm gonna get to see no matter what.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna get 2 chances to call your hand.
El Gallo going to fold. Has the flush draw, picked up a pair, but you can see Even if he hits a 6, the 6 isn't good.
Stupid reason. Like queen of spades.
He's going to let it go, and then Chewy is going to need a red card. He needs a red card.
Have like a set of boards right there.
It's a red card, but it is not a red queen. And Peter going to take ace, jack, and win 2 straight hands.
I've been snapped when I've done that before. We've been there, right? Where it's like, oh, cool. It's like,
What'd you have?
I just think that's so like, I'm not.
So Texas Card House is the social club. As I said, any money won or lost is won or lost to the other members. Not from the card house.
So here's the thing.
The way the card house works, it's based off of membership. And if the players are playing poker, here in the Rio Grande Valley, it is $12 an hour. So that money is loaded onto a card. Kind of like a game card when you go to Dave & Buster's or Peter Piper Pizza or anything like that, where you swipe the card to play a game. Same deal. You swipe your card when you're at the table, and it is $12 an hour, and it counts down the time. That is actually different from Las Vegas. The way Las Vegas works is they rake from the pot. So as I said, when you're playing poker, even when you're playing at a casino, you win money against the other players at the table. So the casino will do what's called a rake. They will take a certain percentage of the pot. Normally it's 10% up to, let's say, $10. It'll be 10% up to $10. So a lot of places are up to like $5, up to $6 now, plus like $2 for jackpots or whatever. So that's $8. So they will take chips out of the pot, and that's how the casino makes their money, because they don't make any money if you win or lose when you play poker. They don't make any money from the. They make money by raking from the pot, but there is no raking here at the Texas Card House. No money. You can see the dealers do not pull any money out of the pot, which is different from a casino. The casino pulls money out of the pot. Open ender for El Chewy, as he did rebuy. He's up against top pair of El Gallo, and El Chewy gonna hit his straight. Gallo checks. Ruben checks. Chewy. There's already $300 in the pot. Chewy has $200. He just should be going all in here. And if somebody has ace jack, somebody has ace jack. But he's trying to get a little more value from his hand. Pretty much betting half his stack here. Yeah, he bets $100, leaving himself with $100. So Chewy getting his queens cracked, losing all his chips, and winning the very next hand with Jack 9 offsuit. You can see there's only 3 players in the green.
Hey, I've been telling you, all right.
So essentially, if you add up all of the negatives, they will add up to whatever's in the green, plus or minus whatever money has left. So Simon in C2 was playing earlier. He lost about 1,000. So if you add up all the negatives, they're going to be about $1,000 short from what's in the green. And the reason why is because there was $1,000 loss that's not accounted for. Oh, Fletcher's all in dark. Fletcher's all in dark. Yeah, so Fletcher, who hit the high hand, he's all in dark here. And Gallo looks like he's going to give him action with the 8 high. And Peter, what does Peter do? Yeah, Peter's going to fold. So Fletcher's actually in front right now with the queen high.
Let's see what I got to beat.
Fletcher's still out in front with the queen high. And Fletcher's going to win this pot without looking. The no look. He plays better when he doesn't see his cards.
Yes!
That's why I let him out, bro. Hey, don't forget about my nickel.
Hey, return your card.
Don't forget about my nickel. So if he was taking a copy room, and then when we win, I said,
So Fletcher winning with the
yeah,
queen
like,
deuce.
Why? What does he owe you? How much? How much? They only had a number.
You can see T-Rich is down 300, has 300 in front of him. So he's in for the game for 600.
Straddle. And then he's going to ask me for the second half period, and I'm telling him no.
So you pay you.
Give it to me now, this you go. See, that's why you want to be.
I still think that it's crazy that people here in Texas, so before the Texas Card House was established, there would be home games. There would be home games, which, by the way, home games in Texas are legal as long as they're not raked, as long as no money comes out of the pot. But people still play at home games, and they're taking a lot of chips out of each pot. It's a little surprising to me that some of these places are taking like $25 out of each pot, and that's how the house makes their money. So literally at the end of the night, you can literally have nobody win because all of the chips came off the table from the house raking it.
I'm tired of you fucking in my box, so I'm serious.
Why?
Because I'm going to take it serious when I'm in box with him now. I've just been nonchalantly just kind of doing this shit now. I'm going to earn that pot now.
So we got just over half an hour to go on tonight's stream. 2 players up over 1,000. The minimum buy-in for this game is $300. Somebody in the comments talking about past home games. And when I talk about home games, I'm talking about games that are run to make money. So the home game has a different definition depending on who's playing it and how it's run. So the way a home game should work is you have friends and family that come over and you have a poker night. Nobody's taking money out of the pot. You're just there to have fun, make a little money, lose a little money, just hanging out with friends and family. It's the way it should work. The problem is a lot of people saw an opportunity to make money, so they started inviting more people over, started inviting people that weren't necessarily friends and family, and they would start taking money out of the pot. So that's what I mean when I talk about people who still playing home games when there is a legal way of doing it here in Texas. Fletcher going all in again, but this time he ran into it. Peter with the queens. Fletcher going to need some help. Oh, Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher getting help right away.
Dude, the tins are hot for fucking Fletch. Give me that tin. Oh my gosh, bro. Hey, that's so sick, bro.
As I said, Fletcher seems like he plays better when he doesn't see his cards.
Hit another high hand. Hey, that's a high hand. Isn't it?
No, that's not a high hand. You have to use both your cards, Fletcher. The 7 is not playing. It's 10s full of aces. The 7 is not playing.
Shut the fuck up.
Please, please. Without respect.
With all due respect. No, with all respect. Hey, fuck that. Been losing my ass and you want me to stay
You jinxed me on the
Our
high
next
hand,
stream will
and
be
you're
on the
sitting
main
down.
channel Friday night.
Sitting down, and you're like,
TCH
"Yeah."
Live
And I
Poker.
I give him high five, bro. You were
It was
just
like,
you were just using frustrated myself.
Hey, what about the pasta? What about the pasta?
the pasta. What pasta? The what?
Yeah.
The pasta you did.
Believe it or not, we only have 4 players signed up right now for the live stream. It's going to be a 1-2 row round of each with a $5 bring-in. Friday at 7. We have 4 players signed up right now. You can call the Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley to get on a list. The best way to do it is on Poker Atlas.
Can I get a Michelob? You want one?
Dude, just wait like 15 minutes. You can get one if you want.
So should be streaming till about 10:20 Central Time, Texas time. When I say Texas time, I'm talking about 90% of Texas,
I'll take it.
as there is a small portion of Texas to the far west. Talking about the El Paso area, they are on Mountain Time. The rest of the Texas on Central Time, Central Standard Time. El Paso so far west, they're in their own time zone.
Back in the day.
Just
It was a party.
So Gaio with the bluff here, but El Chewy gonna call him with the straight draw. Gaio actually has the best hand, and he's gonna win with ace high.
Hey, I remember one time I showed up too. I think, yes, but it was like, it was like in the beginning when I had just met Spider, bro.
Like here or way?
No, Royals.
You can see 3 players in the green, everybody else in the red.
He's in the corner right there like that, getting a massage. Yes, like chingo the chip, right? He's just like, I'll live, bro.
So Fletcher down about, what does that say, 600, 800?
And then
But he did win $1,000 high hand, and that was a separate jackpot. So that money went into his pocket. So even though he's losing for the game, he's up for the session.
Shit, I don't want to play against that guy. Then I start meeting, like, I get to know him, and I'm like, bro, I want that guy's action, bro. Like, I want to play against that guy, bro. But it was like when I had just, remember, I don't know if you remember that round that time when I had just met you. What do you want?
Just a limp here from seat 9. Let's see what he has. 8-6 of hearts.
I mean, I'm drinking the whole 70. So it's the same. You want 70? Hey, Jordan, 2 shots. Oh, I don't know that orange.
Not sure if Fletcher has seen his hand, but he does raise it up to 20. He does have a 10 in his hand.
With oranges, please.
All right, heads up to a flop we go. 10 high versus 8 high. No, Peter's in the hand as well. So Peter with the jack 8, the best hand right now, but the 10 is going to hit for Fletcher. $64 in the pot. Fletcher should be putting out a bet here.
Can you give me another one? Yeah.
Looks like about a half pot size bet. Bet's 30. This should get the job done. No reason for anybody to continue. Yeah, Peter's gonna have to fold.
I love it.
Fletcher will show the 10.
Baby, I'm using your own hand against you, bro. Yes, 10-7. Why? Against him. But he told me, he's like, oh, that's my favorite hand. I love it. I've been whooping his ass with it all night.
Con el 10 deuce.
Oh, nice.
Oh, looks like we got a straddle here. So the straddle is essentially a third blind. So the blinds are $1, $3. That is what the players are forced to put in without seeing their cards. And if a player wants to straddle, that is optional. That becomes a third blind. So now we have 3 blinds. It's going to be, looks like $7. That's 1 red chip, 2 white chips. So it should be $7 to go. Yes, it's a $7 straddle announced from the dealer. Peter calling the $7 with Jack 10. Fletcher also calling. T-Rich making the call on the button.
What can I do? I mean, I'm not committed. Who's blind?
Yeah, I need 7 with a king 7. Puga with the queen 5 offsuit. He's going to check here. He's just put it on a little show. There's the check. So $42 in the middle as we go 6 ways to a flop. Ace, king, jack. So Fletcher flopping an ace. He has the best hand. And it's going to go check to Fletcher, who's going to bet. So betting about half the pot, 20 into 42. Nice fold there from T-Rich, as he had bottom pair. He had a straight draw to go along with it, but it was a very obvious straight, as any queen would make a straight. So Fletcher still with the best hand as the king 7 folded. Oh, El Chewy getting after it here. El Chewy representing the king. Is Fletcher going to let him have it? Fletcher's the only one he has to get by. Peter can't call here with just bottom pair, because now a 10 is no good, a jack is no good in his mind.
Yeah, that's yours, partner.
Oh, he does get it through. Is he going to show it? El Chewy? He does not show it. Is he going to put the straddle on? Straddle announced, $10 button straddle. So action's going to start off to the left of the button. So that's going to be seat number 8. Yadid 7. He will be first to act. To be or not to be? That is the question. Let's see what he has. Cards are scanned. Doesn't have anything good because he's folding. So maybe Spider's cards did not get scanned properly, and that was the delay in action, but now we see everybody's cards. Ruben just calling here with the 9s. A little surprised that he didn't put on the 3-bet. Fletcher going to be putting on the 3-bet. Looks like it's 85. What does Ruben do with the 9s? I think he's just going to call. He's been playing it passively. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to call, continuing on with passive play. But this is probably going to bring Peter in with these suited connectors. Peter does not want to see a jack. He doesn't know that, but he's closing the action here. He's getting a pretty good price to make the call, and I feel like he's going to make it. Does not want to see a jack. The 9's out in front right now. You can see they're going to win 51% of the time as we get ready to see a flop of $289. Great flop for the 9's. Does Ruben continue the passive play, though? The flop hasn't registered on the software. We should see it on the lower right-hand corner. Flop still hasn't registered, and that's why the camera, there we go, there's the flop, and now the camera should pan over to Ruben, who bet $185. Yeah, so Ruben was just worried about an ace or a king. Oh, and Fletcher not letting go of his ace-jack here. So Ruben's probably just going to put Fletcher all in. Fletcher only has $80 left. Doesn't, oh, I was going to go doesn't like the queen, but actually that was a miss. Yeah, Ruben puts them all in, and I think Fletcher pretty much has to call. All of his chips are in the middle. So Fletcher looking for an ace, a jack, or a 3. He can also hit a 3. You can see it's showing a queen on the turn, but it's actually a 3. So a 3 isn't out for Fletcher, as he will have a quads with an ace kicker. So Fletcher looking for an ace, a jack, or a 3. All right, here comes the river. And Ruben is going to get the win. Fletcher's going to have to rebuy. Fletcher hit the high hand. He's going to have to reach into his pocket for some of that high hand money.
Hey, stay over there.
Hey, relax.
And it looks like Fletcher going to be rebuying for $300. And right on cue, Ruben wins the pot, and he's going to continue his massage now.
Hey, read that.
Yeah, Fletcher rebuying for $300. And action's going to be on Ruben. He just won the last hand. Jack 8 into the muck. Baby Spider back in his seat, and he's back in action, raising it up to $20 with his Jack 8. Had the same hand as Ruben. One of them folds, one of them raises. El Chewy already folded. And Gallo, who's been involved in a lot of hands tonight against Baby Spider. He's gotten the best of Baby Spider thus far. But now Baby Spider turning the tables as he hits a jack. Gallo knows a lot of times ace-high will be good here, so he's going to make the call. Going to see one more card. He turns a gut shot. Needed an 8 for a straight. Nine of hearts on the turn. Gallo checks. And Spider will fire once again. And that'll get the job done. Got about 20 minutes to go tonight. I would say we're going to get to about hand 88, if I had to guess. For all you Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans out there. Who's 88 now in NASCAR? I think. Well, I think at the time it was Alex Bowman who took over.
That's all he throws, right?
That's his karma.
I have another friend that he has 5 girls. All he throws.
See anything like the other one? There's your karma.
No, Alex Bowman actually took over Jimmy Johnson's car.
What do you say?
I think he's gonna raise.
And I have one of my clients.
Baby Spider raising it up, trying to build these spots, trying to make back his money.
He just had a baby on the 3rd. On the 1st, yeah. He has 5 boys. 5 boys. Bro, but he's nothing. I mean, he's simple. Like, just the guy works and shit. But he has 5 boys.
You look like a grandpa.
One guy was
He called you?
He's getting bluffed like 80% of the time.
And yeah, somehow he's still winning. Somehow he's still winning.
I was actually right. It was Alex Bowman.
After tonight, retiring.
It's gonna be so fun. They never said anything about it. It's together right now. We talked.
Next year, he's driving the 48 Alex Bowman and somebody else taking over the 88. Or this year, I guess, 2025. Guile raising it up to 45 with his pocket pair. Doesn't think anybody has any of the cards on the board. Oh. Baby Spider setting up a bluff here on the river. He's calling with ace high. He's calling to bluff the river. It doesn't matter what comes on the river. He's going to put out a big bluff. He picked up somebody he wasn't expecting. He was trying to get heads up here with Gallo to bluff. Still think he's going to bluff. He has ace high. He knows he can't win. $273 in the pot. I expect about a $200 bet from Baby Spider here. He called the turn to bluff the river. You can see the best hand right now, King 9. But he's going to have to call about half his chips. Oh, what's this? So it is Gallo bluffing. Baby Spider was going to bet 225 on the river. Gallo takes his play with the pocket threes here. The flush got there, and he is representing the flush. He does not have it. So Gallo turning the tables, and will the King 9 be able to call? He's made 2 or 3 laydowns tonight that were correct. So let's see if he's able to make the correct call here. Booga joining us tonight from Austin. He actually lives in Austin now. Grew up in Brownsville. Brownsville Porter Cowboys. He's really thinking about this. He's made the right decision 2 or 3 times before. Will he make the right decision again? This time the decision is to call. I don't know what he's going to do. The stream is almost done, so I don't know if that's going to factor into his equation. There's always weird hands that happen at the end. When the river came, Gaio got out of his seat and looked over at his stack. The reason why he did that, he was trying to figure out how much he can bet. I think he's leaning towards folding, but he's definitely thinking about it. So I thought we would get to hand 88. We're getting to the Chad Johnson hand 85. That'll be the last hand of the stream. So we got about 4 more hands to go tonight, or 3 more after this hand. Can he make the hero call? It'll be correct. So Buga putting the pieces together. Now he's going to fold. And Gaio does show the bluff. Baby Spider announced as soon as the hand was over that he's bluffing, and he was correct. As I said, that's why Baby Spider called the bet, the raise on the turn, because he was planning on bluffing. All right, so we have 3 more hands to go. We have 3 more hands to go as hand 85 will be the last hand. So we got 83, 84, 85. 3 more hands to go. And as I said, we usually have some crazy stuff happen at the end of the stream, and maybe the fold was the start of the madness. So it looks like we have a $10 button straddle from Gaio. Ruben making the call with the pocket pair. Peter taking Spider's big blind. El Chewy with the suited king queen just makes the call. Thought he should be raising there with that strong hand. You can see it's actually the best hand right now. Actually, Ruben has the best hand with the pocket 4s. But the king queen suited has the best equity right now. Oh, and it's going to come 10 high, 2 diamonds. Top pair versus second pair. Fletcher with the second pair. The 8s will be leading $30. Yarid 7 making the call with the 10. And Peter calling, needing a 9 for a straight. Has 2 overcards. The queen and the jack also needs a 9 for the straight. To a turn we go. And it's going to be trips. The flush draw did arrive, but Fletcher is not slowing down. Does have the 7 of diamonds, but he's not going to get 3 of a kind to fold. Peter has the jack of diamonds. He's getting a very good price, $40. And he is definitely thinking about this. He does make the call. So Peter still needed a 9. A diamond will also work. Queen or jack no longer good. So, yeah, Yarid 7 going to wind up with trip 10s, 3 10s. $283 in the pot. I don't see how he loses this pot. He has basically a pot-sized bet left. $283 in the pot, has $280 in his stack. It looks like he's going to put out a small bet here, trying to get a crying call. Bet in 120. does Fletcher make the crying call? Fletcher makes the crying call, and that's going to take the pot to over $500. And I think that's going to get the Chivo there in the green. So yeah, at 7, let's see if that gets him in the green. It does. Gets him over $200 in the green. That's more than enough gas money to get up to Austin. I actually just filled up my card today. It took $31. Oh, Fletcher all in dark again. So 2 more hands to go. Fletcher all in dark. He won the last time he was all in dark. Let's see if he wins this time. Looks like 45. Oh, Chewy making the call. It's $80. It says he's all in for 100. There it is. It's corrected. It's 80. You can see Fletcher has the best hand right now, but somebody just folded an ace and an 8 as well. And here we go. Fletcher all in dark for the second time tonight. Last time he was ahead, he's ahead again. Ace high still leading. Ace high still good. Ace high gonna win. All right, so we have one more hand to go. Hand number 85. I do expect to see fireworks. I think Fletcher's going to be all in this next hand. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I think we're going to have an all in for the last hand. So last hand coming up. You still have not subscribed to this channel. This is the secondary channel for all Texas Card House locations. So if you still haven't subscribed, make sure you take care of that, as we have one more hand to go. 4 players in the green. And looks like a $10 button straddle from Baby Spider. Fletcher calling the 10. El Chewy calling the 10 as well. So 4 ways we go. Ace right on the flop.
Going crazy over here.
And normally these players do not play after the stream ends, and it looks like that's going to be the case here, as this is during the week, so a lot of times they will not play once the stream ends. On Friday nights, they normally play afterwards. All right, we're going 3 ways to the turn. Fletcher's actually not in there, so I thought Fletcher was going to be all in here, so I was wrong there. King on the turn. El Chewy picking up a straight draw now. Yeah, I actually think they're going to continue to play. But they're gonna change seats. You are allowed to change seats once the stream ends. Oh, Chewy putting out a bet on the river 45. I don't think it's going to work here. Aces and 8s with a king kicker.
Georgie.
Yeah, 7 going to be making the call and going to be getting the win. El Chewy folding immediately. So that'll put him up over $300 for the stream. Let's see what the final numbers were. Final numbers should be popping up right now. All right, final numbers for the stream. This is how everybody ended up. The only player not listed was Simon, who lost over 1,000. But 4 winners for tonight's stream.